questions. Oh, let's go back to the start. Running in circles, coming up tails, heads on the sides apart. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. Nobody said it was easy. No one ever said it would be this hard. Take me back to the start. Just guessing, numbered the figures, pulling the puzzle apart. Questions of science, science to progress, do not speak as loud as my heart. Tell me you love me, come back. To start running in circles, chasing tails, coming back as we are. Nobody said it was easy. It's such a shame for us to part. I'm going back to the start.
Never made it as a wise man. I couldn't cut it as a poor man stealing. Tired of living like a blind man. I'm sick and tired of that sense of feeling. And this is how you remind me. This is how you remind me of what I really am. This is how you remind me of what I really am. It's not like you to say sorry. I was waiting on a different story. This time I'm mistaken. Forehead and you are heart worth breaking. And I've been wrong, I've been down into the bottom of every bottle. swear I still do. And it must have been so bad.
Sing that song to me tonight. Oh, night. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, night. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night.
bring us back together. I feel so good. I feel right. The music sounds better with you. Love might bring us back together.
By the moon and the stars in the skies. And I swear, like a shadow that's by your side. I see the questions in your eyes. I know what's weighing on your mind. You can be sure I know my part, 'cause I stand beside you through the years. You'll only cry those happy tears. And though I make mistakes,
Man, this song
I'll
brings back
never
so many
break
memories.
your heart.
For those of you that are my age,
I
come on,
swear
you know you danced to this song at one of
by
your
the
places.
moon and the
So
stars
we listen
in
to the
the
whole song.
skies, I'll be there. I swear, like the shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. For better or worse, till death do us part. I'll love you with every beat of my heart, and I swear, ooh, I'll give you everything I can. I'll build your dreams with these two do us part. I love you with every beat of my heart, I swear. I swear, by the moon and the stars and the sky, I'll be there. I swear, like a shadow that's by your side, I'll be there. For better or worse, till death do us part. I love you with every single beat of my heart, I swear. I swear. Oh, I swear.
That's right. I swear. Man. I had to listen to the whole song. I'm sorry, guys. But welcome. Happy Sunday to everybody. Thank you for tuning in today. Someone was saying, I think Jay Shipes was saying something about my mic level being low. That was because I was trying to talk over the music. But it should be fine now. At least I hope it's fine. So, but yes. Okay. Welcome. Happy Sunday, everybody. I have got a very, very great show, not good, but great show planned for you guys today. I actually have something that I have a special guest coming on, and not my co-host, but I have another special guest coming on later on in the show, and he's going to be telling us a story. So stay tuned if you're interested in hearing a story. A Sunday story today. So, all right. Well, while we are waiting on my co-host to get here, I will go ahead and take roll. Raise your hand if you're present. Mills Vanillis was the very first one in here. I think he was in here an hour before the show even started. So, welcome, Millis, if you're still in here. Pigskin Pete, Matt Dumit, Stingray, Jackson Johnson. Welcome. Nick DTV, Rat Dog, Daryl Cowart Jr. Welcome, Daryl. I'm not sure if this is your first time here or not, but I appreciate you tuning in and subscribing to the channel. CJ Robert says, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, Robert. Colby Covers. Welcome, Colby. The Uncle Lou is here, who says, I heard a weird rumor, but of course, he doesn't spread rumors, so I'm assuming he's probably going to try and get down to the source of whatever rumor that he heard. So I'm sure we'll be expecting a call from him. Mrs. Pete, welcome, Mrs. Pete. Sir Uga, or Saragua, as I like to affectionately call him. Let's see. B.A. Zumptruck. Welcome, B.A. Zumptruck. You're going to be working like a dog, probably for the next, like, two to 3 weeks here. So we'll talk about that coming up, too, as well. I've got some very, very exciting news. Very exciting news to tell you guys. So, yes. I mean, like, I'm busting at the seams. I'm so excited. Sven Kreuzberg. MM, who says, my favorite show of the week. Thanks, BA and TK, for making it possible. Well, thank you, MM. I really appreciate you. Let's see here. Brad Pitt. Did I say Jay Shipes? I think I did say Jay Shipes. If not, Jay Shipes. Zona Tucson. Let's see. Scrolling. I think that's it so far. Traveling Fools just got here just in time. So welcome, Traveling Fools. I'm sure we'll have more people kind of trickle in here as well, too. So, yeah. If you have not yet done so, please make sure that you are hitting the thumbs up because, of course, that's always free, and I appreciate it. And I know TK appreciates it, and YouTube definitely appreciates it. So there you go. Also, if you notice in the description of this video and all my videos or live streams, I guess you should say, if you would like to support the channel and myself, the links to my Cash App and PayPal are in the description of the video, and I will post them in the chat and pin them to the top of the chat as well. Of course, as Celine Driver would say, never expected but always appreciated. So, yeah, that's a good way to help donate to myself and the channel, especially since I have no YouTube doesn't want to monetize me, so so there you go. Pete says, if we all die in nuclear war, they will find TK's taco box in the future and think it's the Ark of the Covenant. Well, I mean, that very well may be true, because she's actually got one of those pretty sturdy tackle boxes, from what I saw. So yeah, you're right. That very well may be true. That very well may be true. So I texted her and told her that I sent her the link. I mean, I haven't gotten confirmation whether or not she will be here on time. Well, I mean, she's not on time now, but if she's actually going to be coming on at all or not. I did talk to her earlier today, and I mean, she made it sound like that she was going to be here. So we'll see. I'll give her a few more minutes, and then we'll move along with the show. So my special guest person is going to be Nate the Great. He is going to be telling us a story about his adventures that he had this week, or last week, I guess I should say. So I'm sorry. Sorry about that. I was getting a text message. So, hello.
Oh, hang on just a second. I think I messed up something.
What did you mess up? I hear you fine.
Yeah, but I can't hear. Well, hang on.
You can't hear
Why
me?
is this not? Oh, I know why. Okay, never mind. Okay, so you can hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. And I sound okay?
You sound fine.
Okay. I'm not exactly hooked up totally to my soundboard, and I thought I was.
Okay. Does she sound fine to y'all in the chat? Can you hear her just
I
fine?
just can't hear you good because I want to hear you through my headphones. Let me just fix that, okay? I'll just mute myself.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
No problem. So, a little technical. This wouldn't be a Bad Bitch Fuel show if there were not any technical difficulties, okay? So I'm trying to work through them. I think I've done a pretty good job so far, despite some of the issues that I've had with my microphone and like OBS going down. Lou likes to say that I like to press buttons, but when it comes to this particular setup, I don't normally press buttons. So unless he tells me to do something or adjust something or try this and try that. But I mean, I get where he's coming from though, because yeah, like I can't very well tell somebody how to fix something over the phone or through text messaging. I mean, like I have to be, there to be hands-on. I like to be hands-on. I know y'all agree with me. Hands-on is the best way to go. That's right, Mrs.
Hello?
Pete. That's right. There's only technical opportunities. Well, while she's getting that fixed, is that better?
Whee! Yeah.
Yeah? You can hear me better
Yeah.
now?
I can hear you fantastically.
Fantastic! Yay! Okay.
Fantastically.
Yeah. You can't see me, but I'm giving you a round of applause right now, so. Yes. All right, so let's start off with the very, very exciting news that I have for everybody. So if you notice the title of this live stream, we are moving. Yes. So we have
And not bad bitch fuel, if you get what I'm
yeah,
saying.
not bad bitch fuel. When I say we, I'm talking about me and my kids and Lou. We are actually moving. We will be moving to a house that we have been approved to live in. So we actually signed the lease last night, and we are supposed to be getting the keys to the house on Friday. Yes. Yes.
And there's a
yes.
lovely little cottage in the backyard that I will be renting out.
Well, I don't know if cottage is actually the right word, but I mean, it looks like a pretty sturdy shed, and he did say the landlord did say it was empty. So. So, and just so y'all know, I have no intentions of filling it with things like lawnmowers and things like that. Well, actually, I may actually end up getting a lawnmower because I do have a 17-year-old that could very well help with yard work.
It could be the bad bitch fuel studio. Because isn't Lou getting the indoor studio?
He is getting an indoor studio, but that's no. No, that's not how that's gonna work. So, I mean, I don't need much room anyway to begin with. So yeah.
Right.
So I mean, we'll have to figure out a little.
Well, usually when you're doing your show, he's not even on. So, I mean, you could just always go in there and just for quiet,
Yeah. Well, I mean, the room. I've got pictures, so I'll show you guys. I mean,
It's
we're
awesome.
we're extremely
jealous.
excited. So it's been a little bit of a busy week for us. Well, for those of you that know, that him and I went to Cherokee on Valentine's Day. So we just spent we spent the night there and then just drove back on Thursday. So it was just a little, little overnight getaway for Valentine's Day. But the whole time that we were there, well, for those of you that know, we've been looking for a while. We've been looking for like over a year. We decided to put things on hold when the college football season started. So we kind of just put everything on hold. And then I was still getting notifications of places to rent, through Zillow. So, they were sending me an email every day of, hey, you might like this place, whatever. So I was kind of keeping track of, of places to rent, still. But as far as like,
And that's brand new, isn't it? It's
well,
brand new.
according to like the stats, quote unquote, as I like to call them, the house is built in 2005. So I mean, it's not new, but it's newer than it's newer.
It looks remodeled.
Well, he did.
Because
He remodeled a whole bunch of
Yeah.
stuff in the house. I mean, like it's got fresh paint. Like I took my kids today because they really wanted to see the inside of it, and they
Are
wanted
they
to go ahead.
excited?
Oh, they're super excited. They want to pick out their rooms and everything. And my mom and my sister actually drove out there too to look at it too because they wanted to see it too. So yeah, so he just got everything painted. Because the first time we went and saw it, he was telling us that they're coming in, they're gonna be painting this wall, whatever. But when I was there today with my kids, the painting had all been done. He's supposed to be having someone coming in this week. I think tomorrow is what he said. Hopefully tomorrow to clean the carpets. Now there's only carpet in the bedrooms. So those are the only places that are carpeted. Everything else is hardwood flooring. Of course, like the bathrooms and the kitchen are like tiled. So, but I'll show you guys pictures. So we'll start with let me get this. let me get this opened up.
It's just so awesome.
Yeah,
My mom
we're
loves it,
super
too.
super excited.
And that's a good deal too that y'all got.
Yeah.
And when I saw that fence, I'm like, oh, she wanted a fenced-in big yard.
Yes. So I mean, for those of you that don't know, again, I'll go back and I mean, before I put these pictures up, there are certain criteria that we had to look for when we were looking for houses. The first one was my kids. You know, like I still have school age children, and I didn't want to have to uproot them and change schools for them. So we definitely needed to keep it in the Grovetown area, which is where I'm living right now. He lives in Augusta. I live in Grovetown. So we
Is
definitely.
Grovetown in Augusta good, though? I mean,
Well,
like,
see, it's hard. You know how that works. I mean, so Grovetown is like a little sub city inside of Augusta. Like
right.
Augusta is
That's
the
what I
name,
was
right?
wondering.
Augusta
Yeah.
is the name of the city, but Grovetown is like a sub city inside of Augusta. But then, like, so there's Grovetown, Martinez, Evans, and then actual Augusta. Augusta inside of Augusta.
I
Does that make
gotcha.
sense?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like,
but
it's like that in Baton Rouge, too.
right, right. So he lives in Augusta. I live in Grovetown. So, and I've been here for almost 4 years. So there was, like I said, that was the number one thing that we needed to find a place that, that my kids would not have to change schools, because my 17-year-old is going to be a senior next year. And then my daughter is going to be starting high school. So I definitely did not want to have him to change schools his senior year, if that makes sense. That
yeah.
was like the big thing. The second thing, it had to have 4 or more bedrooms, because we needed a room for the LuTube studio, basically. So that was another thing that we had to make sure that was available. We had to make sure there was 4 bedrooms. 4 or more bedrooms. It had to accept pets, because, as everyone knows, I have a dog, like a little 10-pound, dog, and he's got a cat. He's got Monkey. So they definitely had to be able to take pets. So it was hard, because a lot of places, especially these ones that are renting out, they don't allow pets, which is fine. I understand that, but a lot of these places that had a good listing price for renting didn't accept pets. So it took us a while, and plus we also had like a cap, that we wanted to be at, like we weren't willing to spend so much. So so we found, like I said, I continuously get notifications from Zillow about rentals in my area that, or rentals in Grovetown that, that I might
They
like.
still keep sending me shit, and I keep like, God, y'all, I bought a place. Leave me alone.
Right.
They're gonna keep sending you shit for a long
Yeah,
time.
unless I unsubscribe. So,
Well, but I try that, and I still get shit.
yeah,
I
I'm not
don't
sure how that.
know.
I mean, I don't mind
It's a
so much.
vendetta.
I mean, look, we're not going anywhere for 2 years. I mean, we signed a lease for 2 years. I mean, I basically told Lou, I was like, well, it looks like you're stuck with me for at least another 2 years. So there's that. But yeah, so we signed a lease for 2 years, which I just want to give a shout out to this particular person that we were dealing with. I mean, I'm referring to him as our landlord, because I mean, in theory, he really is our landlord. I think his official title is the property manager or whatever, but I'm referring, he's in my contacts as landlord. So but
Yeah.
super, super, super nice guy. We had actually gone to see 2 houses that we applied for. And this particular house that we're renting now, that we got approved to rent out, is the second house that we actually saw on our tour. So we went in there. The guy was super, super nice. I mean, like, he was letting us know about everything that was going to be done. I mean, the inside looked amazing. Like I said, he got all the walls. I mean, everything was painted. And again, I said, he's supposed to be having somebody come and clean the carpets that are in the bedrooms. And I mean, everything's been updated. So let me
See, I
just.
thought it was because one of those pictures, it looked like on the ceiling, it looked like I saw like not sheetrock, insulation, like they were about to cover it up. Like not like
No, I don't
new.
think
It looked
so.
almost like it was being. Maybe I just looked at it wrong. I need glasses.
Yeah, we'll look at them. So I mean, some of these are
I need
probably gonna
glasses.
So some of these are probably gonna be real funny, Lou. Funny.
What'd he say?
He
What'd he
says, I'm
say?
keeping my apartment just in case. No, you're not.
Oh, you're gonna pay all that
No,
money for
you're not.
just
No,
an
he's
empty
not.
place?
He's not. No. You're right about that, Pete. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm like missing the comments because I'm trying to. I'm looking at these pictures right
She's
now. So,
excited, and
but
I'm
yeah,
so excited for you. I
Pete
mean,
says monkey won't like that ankle biter. You're right about that. So my dog, her name is Nova. She's a Chihuahua pug mix. So so yeah, so she's mostly
now have they met yet?
she's
Have they
mostly
met?
Chihuahua. No, they have not met yet.
He's
So
mostly Chihuahua.
she's got mostly Chihuahua in
She.
her. So she does get a little excited. Now my oldest son used to have a cat that was in the house, and yeah, that cat didn't want to have anything to do with Nova. I think closer to the end though, like they were getting along more, you know. So I hope Monkey, you
Well,
know.
but I think that didn't. I think Monkey used to live with two big. Didn't Lou or like have two big dogs? So she might. I think she's been around dogs.
Well, and
So
that's the
she
reason
might
why she actually ended up with Lou is because she did not get
didn't like the dog.
well, she didn't get along well with I think other animals. And you know his daughter fosters kittens and stuff like that.
Hmm.
So, but I mean I think I think from what I remember it telling me, I think they have like three dogs, like two of them yeah, like they have two
I
big
think
ones
two
and then like
are
one
like
small
big.
one. Yeah, two of them
Yeah.
are really big. So yeah. But I mean
So it's
that's
not like she's never seen a dog or
well,
been
no, it's
around a
not like she's never been
dog.
around other animals, you know. So, but I think again, I think the reason that he ended up with
Monkey.
monkeys because she got a lot of
Mon-
anxiety being around other animals. So
Oh.
so yeah, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So I
Y'all
mean,
need to find her a little space where she can go and feel safe.
well, I mean,
Monkey
she has
space.
that. She has that at his apartment. Like she likes to jump on
Yeah.
his bed, you know, and like she's got a little spot on the. I was just telling one of my kids today, like as we were driving home after I picked them up from their dad's house, about like how he gives Monkey like more space than me on the bed.
Monkey.
I like Yeah.
Monkey.
So and then
My cat, I know my
yesterday
cat.
morning, I was making the bed, you know, I was making the bed, and like he was like, well, he's like, you got to remember from now on, you got to do this, and like he put one of the pillows like in the middle of the like in the middle, but it was like he laid it down like horizontally, and then or I'm sorry, vertically, and then like he flipped like the comforter, like he folded it down a little bit. He's like, this space right here. So if you're looking at the bed, I guess I have to give you guys a visual. If you're looking at the bed, Lou sleeps on the left side and I sleep on the right side. So Monk has her own little spot like at the top of his side of the bed, but like he makes room for her. Like he literally sleeps in the middle of the bed, and like I've got this small little space like off, you know, like so I've been telling him that we probably would do better if we bought a king size bed, you know, because his is a queen and then I have a queen here at my
She'll
place.
still take up space.
um
That's what cats do.
so yeah, so he gives her more room than he gives me on the bed. So
I do that for my cat too. You can't. You feel guilt or something like you just like, or like he's sleeping on me, and I don't necessarily want to wake him up, and I have to get up. I feel bad, and he
right.
looks so comfy, and
Right, right. I mean,
like dogs. Like,
this is gonna be. I mean, for the most part, on the weekends, like my kids are at their dad's house. I mean, him and I basically live together because, like,
yeah,
if you know, if they're over at my ex's house, I'm over at his place on the weekend. So I generally spend like Friday night, Saturday night there, leave on Sunday to go pick up my kids, and then come back to my place. So I mean, for the most part, like you know, we know, you know, like you know, we've been in the same bedroom together, I guess, in a sense. You know, we've shared a bathroom together. And speaking of a bathroom, that was one of the
oh
things.
yeah,
That was one of the things that I needed. Like I told him that it's not a deal breaker, but I would definitely love to find a place that has a Jack and Jill sink in the master bathroom because I need my space. I'm just gonna throw
Right.
that out there. I need my space. So yeah, so this and I'll show you a picture, but this place has it's actually the master bathroom is huge. It's bigger in this particular one that we're renting than the first house that we looked at. The master bathroom is a lot bigger. So I do like that, and it's got the Jack and Jill sinks too. So, but anyway, so yeah, so for the most part, we pretty much have slept in the same room together, same bed together. We've shared a bathroom together, so it's not like we're new to like kind of living together. But this is going to be new in a sense that we'll actually be
Living
together
together.
24/7. You know what I'm saying? So so it'll be an experience to say the least. And I mean, like, he knows my schedule of getting up at like 3:30 in the mornings on Fridays to work and stuff like that. And I think, I mean, there have been a couple times where I've been there, like I've stayed the night like on Thursday night and then had to get up in the morning. And I usually try and be as quiet as possible when I'm getting up. So so again, we'll see how all that pans out when we finally when we get in the place. So okay, I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, but let's see. Lou says there are strippers that used to perform there too, so I'll get right on it.
What are they talking about?
I'm scrolling up to see here. He says apartment can be slob casino. Where can I buy a full-size roulette table? Oh,
fun.
Jesus Christ. Mrs. P says
Slob casino.
Yeah. Mrs. Pete says, Pete and Uncle Lou, you can't play poker when you are swimming with the fishes. There you go. There you go, Mrs. Pete. Pete says, if there's a roulette table, I'll never leave. Yes, I know that's what I said, Lou. He basically sleeps in the middle, and Monkey gets like the left side, and I get this small little side like on the right side, like like I'm super on the edge of the bed, like on the edge of the bed. Like if I rolled over, like I would literally fall out of the bed. That's how much room I have. So yeah. Pete says, how much would it cost to get a girl in a bikini to spin the marble? Oh my God, Pete, they work on tips, won't cost us anything. He says, good points. Lou says, I have a phone list of 350 degenerate gamblers in the Augusta area from my poker days. We could make a... Okay, yeah. I'm just ignoring these comments, so there we go. You're not keeping your apartment. That's all there is to it, so... Not keeping your apartment. So that's all there is to it. Okay, so anyway, so yeah, so... Let's just move on to showing these pictures. I apologize. I actually screenshotted these and then emailed them to myself because as of right now, I'm just trying to be very discreet about the actual address of the place. So,
Oh yeah.
So I'm sure.
Don't blame you.
Yes, I'm sure y'all can relate to that. So okay, so. Here we go. So this is the front of the house. For those of you that are friends with me on Facebook, I did post a picture of the front of the house for everybody to see. So this is actually the front of the house here. Let's see. I think I need to actually. These are all out of order, but I wanted to start with that one because that was the actual front of the house. Okay.
It reminds me of like such a southern Georgia brick house type of feel.
Yeah.
That thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's so Georgia.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean it's nice. I mean it's really nice, and with all the upgrades that he's done to it, I mean it's good. Okay, so I don't know if this is one of the bedrooms. This is not a right picture because number one, all the bedrooms have a ceiling fan in them, so I don't know if this is not. This might be
that looks like the living room area.
Yeah,
to me.
this might be a mistake. No, because the living room has
It has
ceiling
wood
fan.
floor.
Yeah, all the bedrooms were carpeted, so I'm not sure if this picture goes with the. I'm not sure though, because I don't remember seeing a room like this in the house. But moving right along. All right, so here's one of the bedrooms. I'm sorry if these pictures are tiny, but here's one of the bedrooms. Here, so you can see it's got carpet in there. So. Let's see. All right, here's the living room right here. So here's the living room. It's got a gas fireplace.
Nice.
And the ceiling in the living room is a vaulted ceiling.
I love
I
vaulted
mean, it's a
ceilings.
girl. It's amazing. It's yeah.
It's
So yeah,
awesome.
the vaulted ceilings are definitely a big, big, big plus for me because I love vaulted ceilings. So of course, because there's nothing in, no furniture or anything in here. Like when you walk into the living room, it echoes because of the ceilings, the vaulted ceilings. So, but yeah, and I want to say, looking at all the ceiling fans that are in the place, they all look brand new as well too. So I'm excited about that. So yeah, so this is
That's
the
what I'm
living room.
saying. Everything looks so new. I thought, and then I didn't realize that because I know, like you, because I had the link, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't real even though it said 2005, like I guess I missed it because after I looked at the inside looked just so new and fresh
Mhm. Mhm.
that it didn't seem like an old
Yeah.
house.
I mean, 2005
It's
is
not old. No,
yeah,
no, that's
it's
not
not
old,
super
really.
old, but I mean, yeah, it's definitely
Shoot,
a
my
lot.
condo's from the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah. The house that I'm sorry, I'm just reading these comments here. Closet is huge, but I don't know where BA is going to put her 3 flannel shirts. Oh my god, please stop it. Yeah, the walk-in
3
closet.
flannel shirts. What does that mean?
He's saying that I have all these flannel shirts, so but yeah, but we'll get to that. I have a
But
picture of
he
the
has
master.
like 10,000 pairs of shoes
He
and
does.
beanies
He
and
does.
everything else.
Beanies and hats.
Beanies and hats and bow ties
Yeah.
and whatever he
All right,
wears.
so this is another picture of the living room. Oh, so you know what? You might be right. This first picture looks like it might be. Oh, this is the dining room. Okay, there we go. This is the like a little dining room nook area. So, yeah, that's what this first picture was. And then that's the bedroom. These are all out of order. I guess when I sent them, they just scrambled them up when I sent them to my email. All right, this is the living room. Um, so this is, I think this right here is like the kitchen area. Like there's a little, so the sink is right here. So there's like a little hole. I guess you can kind of look through. Yeah. So this is see the same lamp right here and the flooring. So this must be like the little dining room area. Um. All right. Here's the kitchen. So, so right here, like right in front of the sink, you can look out into the living room. There's like a little hole right here. You can look out into the living room. This right here is
Mhm.
the laundry room, right here. This leads out into the living room. There's a refrigerator right here. I mean, the kitchen is huge, but anything is huge. Any kitchen is huge compared to my kitchen that I'm living in right now. So, but yeah, it's nice. And then off to the side here, you can't see in this picture. There's a door to garage. It's a two
Excuse
car a 2 car garage. Off to the side here, there's a door to that. And then behind, like right next to the refrigerator, there's a door that leads to I think the side of the house. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So, all right. Here's the master bathroom. So you see the Jack and Jill sinks is one of the things that I really wanted. So there is a standalone shower and there's also a tub. So that's really good. So, and then off to the side is where the walk-in closet is. The walk-in closet is actually in the bathroom area. So I don't know if they have a picture. Here's another shot of. So this is the front door. This red door right here. That's the front door. So this is looking from the fireplace. Um, so this is standing in front of the fireplace and looking out into the living room. So there you go. There's that little the
Oh, I
hall.
love the
Yeah.
fireplace, how it was right there,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. So that's the living room. So then right off to the side here is the little dining room area right here. All right. Okay. So this is the master bathroom again. So there's a standalone toilet with the door on it.
A standalone
Yeah, so
toilet?
there's right here in this room right here, there's a toilet right here that has a door on it, right next to the tub, and then right next to the tub on the left side is the shower. So, and then in front of all this, in front of the tub and the shower are the Jack and Jill sinks.
Well, wait, but what's a standalone toilet? Oh, you mean just a toilet
Just a
in that
toilet.
room?
Yeah, just a
Okay.
toilet in that
I
room.
thought you
That's
meant I was like, "What in the heck?" I
yeah.
thought you meant like it was a urinal just for him
No.
with his own
Oh my God! Could you imagine? Man, he'd be
standalone.
in.
I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
how
maybe
you would have
standalone.
paid.
Yeah, it just has a
probably
toilet.
stayed in that everybody used as the poop room. Thanks a lot. That was my bathroom, people.
Right.
Anyway,
Right. All right. So then, right here, if you can see, this is the closet right here, and it's huge. I mean, it's absolutely huge. And it's got these racks already filled. You know, like right here, if you can kind of see those. But yeah, so this is the walk-in closet for the master bedroom. So yeah, it's huge.
I was kidding, by the way, about the poop thing. I really appreciate everybody there for letting me stay
Yeah.
there.
So here's another picture of the living room.
I would have used it too.
Okay, so this is gonna be his studio right here. So if you can,
Oh, that's good. It has some light coming
yeah.
in.
So it's got one of these little bay, like one of these little bay windows right here. And this ceiling is actually vaulted as well.
Now, is that wait? So is that downstairs, upstairs,
Well,
upstairs?
it's all one level. The house is
Wait.
all one level.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was. Hang on. You're right.
Yeah, it's all one level. No, it's all one
Why
level.
does it look so much like it could be 2 stories? It looks tall to me.
Yeah. Well, it's probably because of the ceiling.
The vaulted
Yeah,
ceilings.
the
Okay.
vaulted ceiling.
Yeah,
So
but
this
see, like
is
I had vaulted ceilings in Texas, but you couldn't tell from the outside. To me, it looked like a 1-story house.
mm-hmm.
So how we had the vaulted ceilings, I don't know, because it was my ex-stepfather who remodeled the
Mhm.
place that we had moved, or they had moved in at
Mhm.
the time.
Yeah.
But go ahead.
No, I was just saying. So this is going to be his studio right here. So this wall, you can't very well tell in this picture, but this wall right here is like a full wall where he's going to be, I guess, going to put his helmets. And then off to that, off on the wall next to this blank wall, there's a closet. Then of course there's the window here, and then there's another, of course, 4 walls, whatever. So the wall in front of this blank wall is going to be where he's going to put, like, I guess, like his desk and his computer stuff, and then the TVs. So, but this room, I think, would work for him because, number one, it's the biggest out of all the bedrooms, and again, it looks big, I think, or tall, like you said, because of the vaulted ceilings. And my kids have already picked out their room, so. So yeah, so this is going to be his studio. This is the laundry room.
Okay.
Yeah. This looks like, okay, so this is the kitchen. So this must be like a little area that you can put like a small little kitchen table of some sort right here. This is the door leading out to the garage right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the door leading out to the garage. This looks like master bedroom. So, like, I know it's really hard to tell from these pictures, guys. I really apologize. I didn't really have much
It kind
time
of
to,
looks
like,
big.
yeah.
I mean,
So this is the master bedroom. So if you can tell, this particular ceiling is not vaulted, but it does have like a little bit of a I don't. My sister used some kind of term for it, and I can't remember what it was. But I mean, the ceiling's a little bit higher. It's not exactly vaulted, but it is a little bit higher. So because you can see
recessed or something like that.
Right. So so the ceiling is yeah. So like that in the master bedroom. So that's what I like about that. Well,
It's a lot of windows, a lot of light.
well,
That's
it's
good.
just these 2 windows right here. So but then of course there's that.
Yeah,
window
but what's
right,
that over there? Yeah, that's
right here? That's the window
Yeah.
above the tub.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so
It's
that-
hard to see because it's a small.
Right.
Smaller for
right,
me.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, this is one of the other bedrooms here. So, and then the front of the house again.
See, I don't know what made me think it was a 2-story house.
Probably because you're looking at it from up. I mean, it sits on a
Yeah,
hill.
it looks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
it
sits
just
on a
looks
hill.
so
It's on the
humongous
it's
to
on
me.
a corner, but it actually it sits on a hill. So that's probably gives the illusion.
That's a
that-
lot of ass grass
That's
that
a
he's
lot of
gonna
ass
have
grass.
to. That's a lot of ass
Well, we
grass
all
that
know
y'all are
that
gonna have
Lou's
to
not
pay.
gonna be out there mowing the lawn.
No, I
so he's not
know.
gonna
That's
be
what
out
I'm
there
saying.
mowing the
Y'all gonna
lawn.
have to get
Yeah.
a lawn guys.
Yeah, so here's the kitchen. big kitchen. Like I said,
The
anything is bigger.
cocina.
All right, so this is the backyard. It's a fenced-in backyard. So right
Huge.
here, yeah, this is a privacy fence. So this right here, this little brick, little like right here, whatever this is called, the guy that owns the house built this. Like he built this. This little brick
Uh-huh.
wall right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he built this.
Okay.
So, and yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. The backyard is really nice. So this is a little covered like porch area right here. Right here. So like we can, yeah. So you can sit underneath if it's raining or whatever. You can sit underneath. It's yeah. So we could probably get like a little, I don't know, like a little table and chairs to put out here underneath this awning right here. So that'll be nice. This is the second bathroom, the second full bath here that my kids are going to share. My son and my daughter are going to share. Another picture of the backyard. Like I said, this whole brick wall right here, he built. The owner of the house built that. So,
She's gonna love having her own room,
oh
huh?
my gosh, they both are. They're so
Yeah.
excited. They are so excited. Kitchen. Here we go. Yeah.
What's the oldest one say? Is he's like jealous?
I mean,
Well,
I'm not gonna say anything, but
okay, I
of
won't
course,
say. I should.
he's not
Yeah.
happy. But again, I mean, it's not like this is something that I just sprung on him.
Oh
Again,
no,
we've
no,
been
no,
looking
no,
for
no.
like a year, and I mean, I basically
Hmm.
told him, look, we're gonna start looking probably in January after the football season's over, and then even when like we applied to this place, I mean, I was like, look, we applied to two places. I was like, we're getting some responses from the second place that we applied to, so if it goes through, I was like, I said we will probably be moved in probably by the end of March. So I mean, it's not like I gave him a heads up. It's not like I just sprung this on him. He's known that he's known for a while that we had been looking. So
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh no, I mean I'm just saying,
I
like
mean, look,
no,
I mean, he's 23 years old.
yeah,
I mean, he's been living with me for almost 4 years.
and he can have the same thing one day, but it takes time.
Right, right.
It
So
takes time and hard work.
yeah, and I mean,
I didn't just fall into this condo,
right, right.
you know.
So there we go. That's the gist of it right there. All right.
They'll be
Let
fine.
me
He'll
let
be
me go
fine.
back and look at all these comments. Here we go. So I know one person gets upset if I don't reply to these comments, but let's see. So let me scroll up. This call. Oh yeah, so a little bit of an issue we may have is there wasn't a picture that you could very well see, but like the driveway leading up to the garage, it's steep. It's steep.
It's steep,
Yeah,
like
so
garages, like up or down. Up,
up. It's up. Yeah,
up.
so it's up. So yeah, so I mean we were talking about it, and I mean it could be very hard for him to get the Mustang in the driveway, let alone in the garage.
Damn, it's
so
that. It's
well, his Mustang sits like 3 inches from the ground. So
right. Yeah, but like if you're going, is there a dip when you go into the driveway and it hits the bottom if you don't hit it at a certain
well,
angle?
we don't know. We haven't
Oh,
tested it. So when we initially went to go see the house, like he didn't even pull into the driveway. So
just go at an angle
he
and
just kind of
drive up.
pulled to the side of the house. So which is fine. I mean, if it ends up being him having not not, I'll just have the garage all to myself. Then I'll park my Rav4 in there. I'll park my
He could
Rav4 in
put a
that
tarp
bitch.
over his. I'm kidding, Lou. I'm kidding. I keyed. I keyed.
So yeah. So again, we are. It's not the power that we're concerned about, traveling fools. It's how low his Mustang actually sits to the ground, where it's not going to scrape the bottom of the Mustang every time he pulls into the driveway. So yeah,
But I'm okay. It shouldn't if it goes at an angle. I'm thinking. I can't imagine how steep this thing is. It goes straight up and down.
I mean, it's
Like,
like I said. I mean, it's pretty steep. It's
it's pretty
pretty steep. So I mean, of course, once you get to like, I like once you pull into the garage, it's level, But like actually getting in the
I would think
driveway.
it'd be harder to go down like in Raj's driveway.
Hmm.
I would think it'd be harder to do it that way than to go up unless there is a dip going into the driveway and then going up, if that makes any sense.
Well, I
Unless it goes
mean,
straight up in one smooth motion, he could probably take it at an angle and then go straight up.
yeah, I don't know.
But
I mean, I guess us sitting here talking about it. I mean, you'd be able to get a better visual, I guess.
I
Uh,
can't wait to see
yeah,
it. I
once
can't
we
wait to
get
run
there,
up
and
and
maybe
down it.
maybe I'll take a video. Maybe I'll take a video of him trying to pull the Mustang in the driveway, and we
Will
so
you
y'all can kind of see what I'm talking about.
when I come down there, will you put me in a wagon and let me go down the hill and play? I'm just kidding. Don't put me in a wagon. I'll fall in the street and get run over
Yeah, again, I mean, I'm
in a
not.
wagon.
Yeah, so I mean, so exciting, very exciting, very
I'm
exciting.
so happy for
So
you,
this week is
girl.
going to be very busy for me. I mean, I've already got like a couple clients coming in this week, to make up for the week that I was out, or the week and a half that I was out because I had COVID. But I mean, the plan is, like I said, we're supposed to meet up with him. He's supposed to be getting the carpets cleaned, and then we are supposed to meet with him on Friday at evening to get the keys, and then like we're literally going to start moving in that Saturday.
That
So,
is
of course,
so
we're not going to be getting.
exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give my place that I'm renting out right now at least 30 days. He's gonna find out tomorrow exactly, what he's gonna do about his apartment. Because I think he said his was like 60 days. He's not exactly sure, but he's already paid. He's already paid up till through March for his apartment,
Damn.
and his lease is actually was supposed to be coming up in April, like to for him to renew his lease at the apartment complex he's staying at was coming up in April. So this couldn't come really at a better time, honestly. So
Right.
he doesn't have to pay like a break a lease, fee or
Mhm.
whatever like that.
You
Luckily
see
for
how
me,
timing works
I'm
out?
month to
You
month,
see how
so
that works out?
yeah, I mean, I'm telling
It's
you, it's
funny
like
how life
it's
does
really,
that.
I mean, it's amazing. Like, I mean, the stars just aligned, and like, I mean, like we have been stressing over this all weekend because, like, I mean, I can't tell you how many times that we've applied to places, and like because the main fact of us both being like 1099s, like I mean, literally, like discourages people, so
Right.
so it's hard. It's been hard for us to actually find somebody, to approve us to rent something out. And I mean, like I said, this guy is super super nice. And I mean, like he said that it was between us and another applicant, and like we got an email, I think it was like Friday evening, talking about how he was still waiting on this other applicant to get the applications in. um but ours was looking much better than theirs, is basically what he told us. So and at that point in time, I hadn't filled out my application for the place, so he wanted me to fill out my application and send all my information to him through Zillow. So I went ahead and did that Friday, as soon as we got the email. Saturday, we ended up getting the email that basically he was like, I would like to move forward with you guys, applying for, I would like to move forward with you guys for the house if you guys are still interested, blah, blah, blah. So, like, I mean, maybe within like, the whole process of us signing the lease and stuff like that was all done digitally. Like, we did it all online.
Isn't
Um,
that
yeah,
awesome?
yeah, it was amazing. So I think that whole process from the time he emailed us and told us that we were approved, that we were approved, like we signed the lease, we put the down, like we gave him the first month's rent and then the deposit. I mean, like in the matter of, what would you say, Lou? Maybe in like the matter of like 4 hours, like all this took, you know. Um, 4 or 5 hours. So yeah, and then we set up a schedule after we signed both him and I signed the lease, and we did our deposit and everything like that, paid our first month's rent or whatever like that. We set up the time for us to meet to get the key, and then yeah. So now I mean, it's just So this next week is going to be me calling like the moving companies, the moving company that we decided that we're going to use, and seeing exactly what day they can. I mean, because I called them previously, like I called them last year, and they basically said that they could get both of our places done, like in one day, So, and these places, they charge by the hour. So we're hoping to possibly get most of the majority of the stuff. I'm hoping to get moved in by Saturday, the 24th. So, but then, because we're leaving to go to Panama City Beach on the 28th. I don't know. I mean, we'll have to work it out. But so the next step for me is to call the moving company tomorrow if they're open, to see exactly when we can get them to move, like the big stuff in both of our places. Again, though, I mean, like, I don't have too much stuff. Like, I have a bed, a bedroom suit, basically. I have a washer and dryer that's coming with me. I'm not taking a couch that I have here. It's staying here.
So wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Finish. So what exact are y'all moving in it? Well, you're gonna have to move the furniture one day because that's the movers, right? Or anything
Right.
that's really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But are you gonna do like I did and sort of move over time, or are y'all moving on a day and getting
Oh, well, look,
everything?
anything that him and I can move. So Saturday the 24th, we're picking up the keys on the Friday the 23rd. Saturday the 24th. As of right now, and I'm probably going to keep it
The
this
week
way.
before
Yeah,
slobs.
as of right now, I don't have anything going on that day, as far as salon work, and my kids are going to be with me that weekend too. So anything that I can move in my car is going to the house on Saturday. Yes, so that's going to be clothes. Yeah. So basically, any small little things, and shit, girl. I mean, I told you before. I still have boxes that are packed from my old house here that I was not able to unpack because this place is so fucking small. Um,
hmm
Lou says our room. Yeah, I mean our room. Yeah. I don't know if that's if you're referring to that, but
He wants to get that bed in there so
pineapple.
he can
What are you
get
talking
his
about? Pineapple.
freak
There's no
on.
pineapple nonsense that's gonna be going on. That's not gonna no. And again, so anyway, um, he put a pineapple in the
Jesus.
chat. I don't know what he's talking about, but um, so yeah, so anything that I can move that will fit in my RAV4 is going to the new house. Now, we are down one bed because like I said, I have a bed here. I have a queen size bed here, and then he's got a queen size bed at his place. So one of my children is going to be without a bed. I am trying to talk him into possibly us getting a new bedroom suites. Like, I would like to get a king size bed, but it's fine.
King size.
Yeah.
Ooh, y'all get one of those. What do they call those beds that are so gigantic?
California
And
king.
yeah, I don't know. Well, no, but there's something else. They even call it something else, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even make it doesn't it's like this gigantic freaking bed.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't remember what it's called, and it's a lot of money though.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we need one of those.
No. No, 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 no. Yeah, Lou
I
would
don't
get
think we need one of
ideas.
those, but
Lou might get some ideas. But you
right.
do need a king size bed
I
because,
I would prefer a king
I think
size
Monk
bed.
needs her space. She does need her
Yeah,
space.
I mean, I would prefer a king
Okay.
size bed, but I mean, again, I mean, it's something we're gonna have to talk about. And I mean, look, it wouldn't take me anything for the time being right now to go to like Walmart and buy like a little like an air mattress for either one of my kids to sleep on until we can find something,
Mhm.
so that
Oh, or
wouldn't.
get one like I got off of Amazon, it's not too bad. Those kind that it's maybe a few $100, right?
Mm-hmm.
It but it comes and you like it's not air, it's not anything. It's like it's memory foam, but you unwrap it and it like
Oh yeah, I know what you're
you know
talking
what I'm
about.
talking
I
about?
know, no, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. So,
I got me
yeah,
one
the
of
helmet
those.
collection has to be moved for sure, Vic, too. But that's the last thing that is going to be moved. The
The
very
helmet
last thing that,
collection.
yeah, the helmet collection. So his studio that he has right now, because again, like I said, he's paid up until the end of March. So he's paid his March. He's paid his March rent. I'm planning on going to speak to my whatever my person that I don't even know what to consider her. I don't even think she's a property manager. But anyway, I'm going to the office tomorrow to talk to them to see, because on my lease it states that I have to give them a 30-day notice. But I mean, like, if they'll let me move out at the end of February, like if I can possibly be moved out by the end of February, and I won't have to pay March's rent, that would be ideal. But I mean, but then again, I'd
They
feel
should let you because, what they did with the whole air conditioning fiasco.
mm-hmm.
They're lucky they don't get sued for being slumlords
Yeah, well, I mean,
because that's what they are.
yeah. I was just
They should
talking
be
about this.
ashamed of
Yeah,
themselves.
I was just talking about this with my 17-year-old, and I said, they're basically, from what I've heard from other people in like this little park that I live in. I mean, they're basically just trying to drive people out of here. For the most part, a lot of people.
Really?
Yeah, that's exactly what
What
they're
do you
doing.
mean?
Well, every year the rent goes up. Every year the rent goes up. Like, I started off.
Yeah, but that's everywhere though.
That is true, but I
Mhm.
mean, for this particular area that I'm in, I mean, like,
It goes crazy.
it's like, yeah. So when I first moved in here, my rent was $600 a month. Um,
Mhm.
so so that so a year after I moved in here, maybe a year and a half after, they bumped it up to like six, I don't know, like 620 or something like that. So, and then a year after that, it went up another $30 to 650.
Mhm.
So now, as of starting January of this year, they bumped it up to like 688.
Uh,
So yeah, and I mean, that's the thing. I'm not gonna. They're not gonna keep increasing my rent and then not fix shit when it needs to be fixed, like my fucking AC.
exactly. Well, that's
So
part of their job.
right, exactly. And then the time that my stove went out. You remember when my oven went out too, and basically
Oh
the
yeah.
lady at the front office was like, "Yeah, no, if it can't be if it needs to be replaced, you're just gonna be." Basically, she told me if it needs to be replaced, if she has the maintenance guy come out there and look at it and it needs to be replaced, the oven needs to be replaced, I'm basically just shit out of luck because they don't do that anymore. What the fuck? What do you mean you don't
Mm.
do that anymore? I'm renting this fucking place from you. You are responsible for things that go wrong in this fucking place. You know?
Oh my
So,
god, they should be in jail, those people.
well, Nick says $600 a month is cheap. You're right. It is cheap because this is a trailer. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath trailer. So, my daughter and I share a room and we sleep in a bed together, okay? My two sons, one's 23, one's 17, they share a room and they actually they have a bunk bed. My 17-year-old sleeps on the top bunk. My 23-year-old sleeps on the bottom. So I mean, it's just I'm ready. I'm so ready to get out of this place. Number one, I mean, like, I need my fucking space. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Well, Georgia,
I love my daughter. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, she needs her own room. My 17-year-old needs his
well,
own room.
yeah.
So, and I mean, and then I need my space. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's just, yeah, it's been a long time coming, and like I said, thank God that things just came into. I mean, like, the stars all aligned. I mean, we were sweating it. I think at one point in time, Lou told me, he was like, if we don't get approved for this place, he's like, I'm just giving up. I'm basically just giving up. And I mean, you know, I understand how he
Mhm.
feels because it's like nobody was willing to take a chance on us. I mean, it's like, so, but
Damn.
this guy did. I mean, like, he
See, if
called.
y'all yeah, I would've because I know y'all, like, let's say y'all would've lived here, right? And I was still at the RV, and let's say my mom would have been living with my sister. I mean, y'all could have rented it out. You know what I mean? If I'm just saying in a different world, like,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
no,
already
I
knew
gotcha.
y'all.
I gotcha.
I would know you would be good for it, but
Right,
people that don't know you, they have no idea, "Well, he's a YouTuber, I mean, how much do they make, really?"
right,
You know?
exactly. And that's
Is
the
he
thing.
really, you know?
And that's the hardest
People
thing
don't realize
too.
how much money you can make.
Right, and that's the thing. That's the hardest thing too. Is like, I mean, like when you're applying for shit, like just for example, take a credit card. I mean, they ask for like your month, like your monthly income before taxes. It's like it's hard for people like us that are 1099s
Yes.
to calculate that because it fucking changes every week. You know what I'm saying? Or every month for that. Well, for
Exactly.
me, it changes every week because like there'll be day, and I try to explain this to people. It's like there will be days where I won't have any clients for the whole week. So I'm not making money
Mhm.
that week because I don't have anything booked. But then the following week after that, like I could be booked up for the whole week and make, like $400 or $500 for the week. And then 2 weeks after that, I'll have nothing. I mean, it's hard. It's hard for people like us that that are 1099. Like so basically self-employed, for us to come up with a monthly amount that we make because it changes so frequently. You know what I'm saying? So, but
Right.
thank God for this guy. I'm telling you. I mean, he was just so nice. I mean, he's
I'm so glad
retired
y'all got. You
military.
don't know.
Yeah. I mean,
See, he knows. He's been around then,
mm-hmm.
and he knows people, and
Mm-hmm.
he knows how to tell people who are gonna pay
Right.
their
And that
rent.
was the thing. Like, I mean, like, I messaging back and forth this guy. I basically, I poured my heart out to him. I was like, look, I was like, we've been together for almost 3 years. I was like, I mean, we have been looking for over a year. I was like, people have denied us because we are basically self employed. Both of us are self employed. I was like, nobody wants to take a chance on us. I was like, I said, I promise you, I said, if you take a chance on us, I said, I mean, we are not gonna do you wrong, basically, is what I told. It's
Mhm.
like when we were messaging back and forth. So I mean, and like when we actually met him the first time when we toured the house, I mean, like, I felt like that we made, like we made a good rapport with him, and that's always good. So but yeah, so there you go. But yeah, so we're excited. So I mean, stay tuned to his morning shows, and then I mean, like, the Sunday show, which I will go. Excuse me, I will go ahead and say this. I mean, there will be a show next Sunday, but then the following Sunday, which is going to be, I think, March the 3rd. We will be driving back from Panama City Beach, and it's like a 7-hour drive. So I'm definitely not going to be here in time to do a show on March the 3rd. So there's not going to be a show 2 weeks from 2 weeks from
Wee!
today. Um,
Wee!
just depending on where we're at with the house situation. If
Oh, you'll be exhausted. You'll probably be exhausted because if y'all are gonna start moving in this Saturday, and then next Saturday is the slobs, right?
mhm, mhm,
You're gonna be exhausted. Girl, I was so exhausted moving the shit into this condo.
yeah, yeah,
It was just between that and work, I was anytime I had off, I just wanted to just lay down.
yeah. I
I
know.
hurt
Look, I mean,
everywhere, you know?
I'm probably you're probably right. I mean, but my adrenaline, that my adrenaline's gonna
Yeah, you're
be,
so
yeah.
right
I
now.
mean, but yeah,
Mhm.
and then once I get all the small shit moved in, yeah, I'll probably just end up crashing. You're right. So, quick shout outs to Pete for PayPal. It says. This is Pete. Buy Lou a box of Kleenex for after Georgia loses to Clemson. I
Pete.
got you, Pete. I got you. So
Wait, are they playing them this season coming up or
they
what?
are. Yes, they are.
Oh, okay.
They are.
But wait, do
Thanks,
they
Pete. I
always
appreciate
play them?
that. No, they don't always play them. They didn't
They
play them
don't
this.
always
They
play.
didn't play
Okay.
them this past season. I don't think. It's okay,
Okay.
Nate. I mean, we've been talking about the move. So yeah, I'll drop the link here in just a second. Give me just a second. Next one is from Ben Swaggerty. Thanks, Ben. I appreciate it. Swaggy Man, as Lou likes to call him. Swaggy Man.
Wait.
He says, "Good morning. That fuck the landlords." Well, our new landlord is amazing, so I'm not gonna say fuck him because he's amazing. But yeah, my landlord here, and I mean, Lou's not too happy with his apartment complex place either. He's ready to move out of there. Don't let him fool you. He's ready to get out of his apartment. But yeah, fuck my landlord here that I'm living at now too. So, but thanks, Swaggy man. I appreciate the PayPal. So,
Your landlord deserves to be in jail.
well, if you can find my fucking landlord, I mean, the turnover rate
That's
for
what I'm saying.
yeah, the turnover rates for property managers / landlords here is like unbelievable. I think since I've been here almost 4 years, I think there's been 3. So
Oh my
yeah,
god.
it's absolutely crazy. So for those of you that would like to support the show and myself, I do have the links to my PayPal and Cash App pinned to the top of the chat. So again, thank you so much to Pete and Swaggy Man for the PayPals. So all right, moving along. I know we got into talking about the house and everything, but I'm sorry guys, I'm just really excited, and I know Lou's very excited too. So my kids are super excited. Again, like I said, they're going to be getting their own room, so it's going to be a change for them, which a good change. You know, but Lou, I wanted to tell you too. I don't know if you heard me earlier, but I actually called him or texted him and asked if he'd be by the house later because I wanted to take my kids over to see so they could pick out their rooms or whatnot, and the first thing that they asked me was so they were asking about the TV situation.
The TV situation.
Yeah,
what?
like
What?
TV
Because he has so many
situation.
TVs.
Well, I mean, the TVs that are in his studio are obviously going to go into the studio into the new house, obviously. So those TVs are already already claimed basically. But yes, he has a TV in his living room, and then he has one in his bedroom. I have a TV in my room that I share with my daughter, and then I think it's like a 60-something inch TV in the living room. But no, their questions is like, who gets what TV, basically.
Who gets what TV?
Who gets what TV? They knew that everybody was gonna have a TV in their room, in their bedrooms, right? But the question that they had was who gets what TV. So I was like, okay, well, I mean, him and I talked about it, and I said, of course, the TV that we have in in our living room right now is going to go into the living room at the new house. I was like, the TV that
How big is that one?
that it's about a 60-something inch. I'm not exactly sure. So it's pretty big. But so that one's going to go in the living room in the new house. The TV that Lou has in his living room is actually going to go in our bedroom. So
Nice. Nice.
So the TV that I have in my bedroom that I share with my daughter, I think is going to go in my daughter's room, and then the TV that is in Lou's bedroom is going to go to my son in his room. So yeah, so we've got to have that but that's what they were asking. They were asking about, it's not that we didn't have the TVs, but what TVs are they going to be getting is basically what they wanted to know. So yeah, so that's what they were more concerned about. So but they've got their rooms picked out. We've got the studio
Good.
room
And
picked
they
out
were
for,
happy with it.
oh yeah,
They didn't
they're
fight
absolutely
over
happy.
it, right?
No, they didn't fight over it. No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. So one of the actual bedrooms, well, most of the bedrooms have like a pretty big closet, but one of the bedrooms besides the master bedroom has like a little walk-in closet. So yeah, so they were excited about that too. But yeah, so so yeah, so it's exciting. I'm excited. So I'm gonna be busy, I think, for the next probably 4 weeks. Leading up to Friday when we pick up the keys, Saturday when we start moving shit in, and then the week after that is Sub Olympics. So we'll have to take time. I mean, we're leaving Wednesday morning, so yeah, so we'll be driving there Wednesday morning and then coming back Sunday. But yeah, I mean, the whole time before we go to Panama City Beach, we're gonna be moving shit. So yeah, so it's gonna be, I think, busy for the both of us, probably for the next 4 weeks. So, But we'll see. We'll see. I'm excited. All right,
But it's
so
going to be fun, busy
It
stuff.
is fun busy. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. All right. So next on the agenda is my plan was to have Nate on here. So for those of you that you know have been hiding underneath a rock the last week or so, there was
Oh,
there was an incident that
yeah.
happened with Nate. I think it was last week, and
And I didn't know about it either because
yeah,
I was living
I didn't
under
know.
a
I didn't
well,
know
I was
about it
living
either. I didn't find.
at my
Yeah,
job is
I
where
didn't
I
actually
was.
find out the actual like all the details to it till probably like this this weekend, like Friday, Thursday or Friday last week. So so I'm gonna bring him on so he can tell us a story. So this is our Sunday night
Tell us a
story.
story,
So this
please.
StreamYard link is just for Nate right now. And then after he tells his story, will bring some more people on. Lou is dying to address this rumor that he heard. So I think that he's
Okay.
gonna be coming on here shortly and addressing the
Okay.
rumor that he
So
heard.
Nate, try to get to the point with the story, okay? I'm
Oh,
just
he
kidding.
says he still has TVs in the she shed too. Well, damn.
TV's in the she
Yeah. Well,
shed.
damn. If one of those TVs in the she shed is bigger than
TV's
the one in your
breaking over
bedroom,
your head.
I still actually have one too. I have one in my closet here. So I mean, yeah, we definitely have we definitely have plenty of TVs. So, all right, well, all right. Hi, I'll bring him
Yeah,
on
I
first.
know, I know Nate's coming on to tell the story that everybody's already heard 100 times, and it's going to take him an hour to tell a 5-minute story. But before you get to that, I had heard a rumor, and y'all know I'm a man of integrity, honor, and credibility. I don't like to spread rumors. I like to go straight to the source. Kind of like what I did. I did the same. Like last week on Celine's show, I had heard a rumor about Celine. So I went straight to Celine and just asked him about it. That's just the stand up thing to do. No offense to VicTube, but that's just the stand up thing to do. So I wanted to do that here if I can.
I'm
The floor
scared.
is yours.
All right. TK, I had heard a rumor, and instead of spreading it and rumor mongering, because I don't cut hair for a living, I figured I would just ask you about it. So
Okay.
So Celine Driver said that you might not be going to Slob Olympics because he's not going. Is that true?
That's not true. No.
Okay.
I would go whether he's going or not.
Okay. He said he doesn't think he said you're not going because he's not going. And if he's not
It's
going, you don't have any interest in going.
Oh, is that what he said? Okay. Well,
But you're saying that's
it,
not true. That
not at
rumor is not
all.
true.
Absolutely not. In fact, it's funny. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
She can't keep her shit together.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I have apologized. I'm not going to apologize anymore. I can't help it if he can't get over it. He accepts apologies from men, not women. That's all I'm going to say, and that's all that there is to say.
I also asked him about the rumor that he had blocked you on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, MySpace, TikTok, YouTube, and had blocked your
MySpace.
and had blocked your phone number from calling and texting him. Now, he didn't deny that. He also didn't admit it. He just said he's not going to talk about that.
Right.
So is
Because
that a
he's going to
rumor?
be no, it's not a rumor. He blocked me from everything. Yes, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm really not angry with him. He's the only one who's angry. He's the only one that thinks that I think about him at all. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm glad Luke could come on here and entertain you and
God.
make you laugh.
Oh, oh my God. Oh, I had to play that for my mom. She died when I said, "Mom, you got to listen to this." When he called into Celine's show with the rumor thing and said, "What I said, how where did he come up with that, girl? How long did it take him to come up with that one? The sewn butthole to reroute the shit that comes out of his mouth.
Um,
There's
Not long.
why not let it
long.
come out
I'm
of the
telling you.
ass?
I'm telling you. I mean, like he gets this shit in his head, and like I mean, yeah, like it did take him long. So it took him.
Oh my god. No,
You
I'm
know what she's
working
talking
extra.
about, right,
I'm
Lou?
working my ass off. Huh?
What?
I said, you know what she's talking about, right, Lou?
Yeah, that rumor I'd heard that I asked Celine about.
Yeah, right. That's what
Mhm.
she's talking about. She said she played that for her
Where
mom, and her mom just died laughing. Is what she said.
Yeah,
Oh, my mom loves him.
the
And
rumor was
you.
the rumor was that that um the rumor was that TK had said that Celine Driver was getting his butthole sewn shut. And so I asked Celine, I told Celine, I said, I didn't believe that rumor when TK said it, because if somebody gets their butthole sewn shut, then they don't have any way to like rid themselves of excrement and that.
Yes.
But that TK had said that the doctors had already thought about that, and since so much bullshit comes out of Celine's mouth already, they would just reroute it.
They'll give him a colostomy bag.
So basically, he would just shit out of his mouth from now on. But he said
Well, his
he
mouth,
said that
too.
rumor was not true.
Well,
did he
that
say
is
that
not
though,
true.
or
I
did
didn't
he
know.
choose not to talk about it? Was that one of those?
No. He definitely denied that and said that rumor was not
Okay.
true.
Yeah,
The
he
rumor
Oh.
that he didn't want to talk about was whether or not he had blocked TK from
Oh, you're
Facebook,
right. You're
Twitter,
right. I'm
TikTok,
sorry. I'm sorry.
Instagram, MySpace, YouTube, and all cell phone contacts.
Shit, I don't even think I know my freaking login to my.
don't even
You
know if I
actually,
could
no, I
send
think I
him
do
an
know my
email.
my login to MySpace. I do think I still know my login to MySpace. So
You know what's so funny? Y'all know what I've been doing? Every day I go to see if he's unblocked me on the text. So all I put is go to the slobs every day. And it doesn't deliver. So I know I'm still blocked. So I should take a picture of it. So you could send it to him and say, here, TK's been texting you. All I write is go to the slobs. Go to the slobs. Go to the slobs. Go to, it's like I'm done. I'm done with that. I
Yeah.
mean, if he can't forgive me, fuck him. I don't care. I really don't. I honestly don't care, Celine. I'm not mad at you. I'm not, because what he had said was when Lou said, "Oh, she said you're gonna get your butthole sewn," and he goes, "No, that's not true. I don't
That's
believe
fucking
TK would
hilarious.
say that, even though she's not happy with me." After I called and left the voicemail that I know he heard, saying, "Why don't you come to the slobs, and me and you and TF, we could all hang out. It's gonna be fine. Everything is fine. Just relax. I'm sorry. Get over it. Let's all have fun. Calm down, whatever." But I guess he just can't. He just can't. He can't.
Yeah.
He can't. He can only forgive men, because remember, he's MGTOW.
Look, I'm not.
You got to remember
I'm
that.
not getting into the middle of that. So
He will never forgive his sister for whatever it is she did wrong. Who knows? I guess she tried to kill his parents or something, because that's the only thing I could think of that would make someone hate their sister that much and want to see them in hell and dead. I think that's weird. I
mean,
think that's
I
weird.
don't disagree with
Okay.
you on that. So I mean, look, I've heard
So
about not getting along with your siblings or whatever, but not to the point where like you wish them death.
you
and-
don't care if they
you
die.
don't care
Yeah,
if they
that's
die,
fucked
so.
up.
Do
That's
you have
fucked
anything
up.
else, Uncle Lou?
No. Well, yeah, one other thing. I
Oh.
was gonna text Pete, but I'll just say it here
Okay.
so I don't have to take the time to text. But Pete, think about if you want to in the beginning just do like a Thursday through Sunday thing for the slob casino, or if we should just hit the ground running with 7 days a week. But let me know. Thank you.
What? What did I miss? What did I miss? All right, I'm not liking this
Oh my
already. So
God.
I'm not liking this already. Yeah. Do you remember that discussion we had, Lou, about where we're gonna need to kind of look at things that we've got planned coming up? Yeah. That yeah. What happened to that? What happened to that? Hey Nate, how are you?
Hi,
Hi.
Nate.
Hey y'all, how you doing?
I'm
doing
good. I'm good. All right, so let's just go ahead and dive right into this because I mean it's almost 7 o'clock now too. So
I know.
let's go ahead and dive right into it. But for those of you, and Lou said that he's heard the story. I have not heard the story, so this is why I want you to come on and kind of tell us, what happened. Because I was
Wow.
under the impression that you had ran away. That's what I had heard. So. But
Yeah.
there's
Well,
there's a
that's kinda
lot of
bold,
there's a
yeah.
so I wanted you to come on here and number one tell your story, and then kind of clarify things. Clarify things, as well too. So, all right.
Well,
So where do you want to start?
I'm not really good. I'm not a really good explainer, but you can. I'm sure you could explain people what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say. But
I'll do my best to try and
but yeah.
to try and help you. So
Um.
okay, go ahead.
So
So
basically,
let's just do this. Start from I guess how you met. How what from the first time I guess you met this particular person.
yeah, but it's not the same person. But yeah.
So you got catfish more than once?
Yeah.
Okay. But
Um,
okay. All right. Go ahead. I guess start from the beginning then. So you obviously signed up for a dating website, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which one was it?
Don't do. Okay, go ahead. I'm going to mute
Um,
myself.
This actually might be a surprise, but I didn't know at the time. But it was on TikTok. And after the video I posted on TikTok, it's not me, but it was all about the views on a thing on my video, and I got like 210 views on one video, and all of these fake girls are texting me and stuff, and I I I I bit the bait, and um
Okay, so
and basically
let me just make sure I'm getting this correct. So you post a video on TikTok,
yes,
and somebody commented.
yeah,
Okay. So the person
well,
that commented was somebody, I guess, that had like a fake profile or something like that.
yes, but it's basically like a DM, yeah,
Okay, so they DM'd you. So they
yes,
commented first and then they DM'd you. Is that right?
yes,
Okay.
and they asked
So
you
were
where
they
you
telling
live
you
and
at the
stuff.
time that they lived
Oh,
in your area? Is that what's
yes,
happening? Okay.
yes,
All right. So you guys were talking on TikTok. You were like talking through
yeah,
direct message on TikTok. Is that right? All right. So
yeah, and we moved to
how long did
WhatsApp.
this go on?
I guess like for 5 minutes,
Okay. So you guys
or
were talking
longer.
for 5 minutes, and then you guys decided to meet up.
Yep, and
Nate.
that's where the whole adventure happened.
Okay, so you guys were talking for five
Nate.
minutes, DMing each other on TikTok for 5 minutes. Now, was it her was it her suggestion to meet up, or did you suggest it?
No. It was basically, she sent me the address. um,
Did you
and
really meet a woman? Who did you meet? I
Okay,
need to
so
just know who you met.
hang on. He's getting to that. He's
I'm
getting to that.
sorry.
No,
I'm
it's fine. He's
sorry.
getting to that.
I'm going to
I'm
mute
just trying to
myself.
understand how this whole thing went down. That's why I'm trying to get him to start. from the
No, I'm
beginning.
basically-
sorry.
All right,
I'm
so basically-
so you're saying that you knew this person on TikTok for approximately 5 minutes. That's it, right?
Yeah, and before I DM'd her, or whatever it is, it asked me before, do I know this person? I said, I guess so. I said yes.
Okay.
So it gave me a warning before I DM'd her, or him. I don't know.
Oh, so it actually
So-
gave you a warning, and you just didn't listen to
Yeah.
the warning.
Yeah, I just didn't know what it was. So yeah,
Okay.
I was Yeah. But and my ride's here, but I'm gonna talk to you. I'm not gonna leave it. I'm not gonna leave it. Do you mind if I talk in the car?
Yeah, that's fine as long as it's not too noisy.
Okay.
So, oh, okay. I didn't think it was gonna drop out. Okay, so I'm just gonna.
Jeez.
I'm gonna. This is what I
Tell
heard.
me, yeah,
Okay,
please.
this is what I
Okay,
heard.
okay.
I basically
Go
heard
ahead.
that. So the first thing that I actually heard was that he had ran away. Okay, so of course
Uh-huh.
Lou and I are all worried about him. Thinking wondering if he's okay or whatnot. But then I think I heard him on, it might have been one of Pete's midday shows, talking about how he actually did not run away, that he got catfish, and that he had turned the location off on his phone so his parents wouldn't know where he was. So then
Jeez.
I think
I wouldn't do that now as
yeah,
an adult, adult,
yeah.
adult.
Yeah. And then I think he came on to somebody else's show. I can't remember whose it was. And he was talking about how he basically got catfished. Now, I was under the impression that it only happened one time, but he's saying that it actually happened to him twice. But
Nate, Nate, that is dangerous shit, dude. I'm not kidding. You talk to someone for 5 minutes on the internet and then you go meet them? I don't know. I'm sorry. You know what? Maybe it's because I didn't have kids and I feel like I need to.
Sorry, my
I don't
phone's
know.
messing up.
I'm gonna mute myself.
no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so
Um,
let's get right back into it. All right, so you've been talking to this person on TikTok for about 5 minutes, right? Is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
And,
So again, was it her that said, "Hey, let's meet up"?
yes.
Okay. So she initially was the one that she initiated the "Hey, we should meet up," right?
Yeah.
Okay. So where was it that you guys were planning on meeting?
And in my area, city, like not that far from here, where I live.
Okay. All right.
It was some neighborhood in I mean, my mom's right here. She's listening.
Does she
Um,
know what happened?
no,
Were y'all
not
so
really. And she's listening right now, but um,
Hey, Mama Nate.
mom.
Nate.
But anyways, so yeah, so basically I just and I also had to pay for stuff and
Okay.
Nate.
So you were supposed to meet up locally. Now, did this person, was she the one that was like, "Hey, we should meet here"? Is that how it was? This is where we should meet. Was she was the person on the other end the one that said, "Hey, this is where we should meet"?
He just left again.
Okay, never mind. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure we're gonna get anywhere.
I don't think so. It must have been, wait, but maybe his mom got scared and now maybe she heard what I said, dude. I hope she didn't hear what I said. I'm
What'd you
not
say?
saying anything against her. Well, no, just that, like, I don't think he should be like going to meet people he just met on the internet for 5 minutes on TikTok.
Oh no, everybody's been telling him that. I mean, Lou basically.
Okay, all
Lou
right.
basically told him that if that were his kids and they turned the location off on their phone, he would take their phones away. And he feels like
Oh
that's what
God,
his
yes.
and he felt like that's what Mom and Nate should have done to Nate, is take his phone away.
Oh hell yes.
So, yeah.
He
So
wouldn't.
no, you're not saying
I
anything
don't
that
even know
nobody
if I'd
else is
get.
that
He
nobody
would
else has
be.
told
He
him.
would hate me as a mother.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say right now that Nate would hate me because he wouldn't be doing half of the shit he does.
Right. Right.
He just wouldn't.
Yeah. So.
He wouldn't.
yeah.
I'm a bitch.
And also I had to pay
Sorry.
for stuff for that. girl, I think.
Okay,
And,
So
so
you
let's
spent money on
go.
some bimbo
Right,
that
let's go
catfished you.
let's go back. Okay, let's go back. All right, so she was the one that said, "Hey, we should meet up," right? Okay, so where was it that she wanted to meet?
at the house that she um
So did she
uh,
give you like a physical address and said, "Hey, let's meet
yes,
here"?
and it was the wrong address. Well, yes, but it was like an elderly woman. But it was
Huh?
not her though. It was
Okay,
not her.
but you didn't know that at the time. She basically just sent you this address, right? Like she sent you this address and said, "Hey, come here."
Oh, I'm getting the chills. That's creepy. Don't
Yeah.
do that again. Please
Yeah.
don't do that again.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
just
So she sent
creepy. I'm creeping out.
she sent you the address and said, "Hey, meet me here" or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, but at the time you didn't know it was the wrong address. I mean, you basically just you got the address and like you. Okay, so what happened after you got the address?
He's
Yeah,
frozen.
he's frozen.
It's gonna be bad. I see. I didn't know any of this story because, as you know, I haven't had a chance to listen to any shows.
Yeah.
Right? I'm trying to get as many hours in as I can. So, when you told me, "Did you hear Nate ran away?" I was like, "What?" I freaked out just like you said. My
Mhm.
stomach dropped. I thought, "Oh my god, he ran away," you know?
Oh, there you go.
And
Okay.
and
Sorry.
then you told me, "No, that he's fine, but he met somebody or got catfished or whatever."
Okay.
But it worries me that that somebody he talked to for 5 minutes can talk him into giving him money and meeting him somewhere.
Well,
That worries
I
me.
didn't get money. I spent money for that person.
What'd you spend money on them
What
for?
did you spend money on?
Well, Apple Card and
Oh, he got scammed. It wasn't just a catfish. He got scammed,
Okay,
right?
so here is I guess here is the lingering question I think that everybody wants to know. What happened when you went to this address?
so I clicked the doorbell, right, and then it's the wrong person. I thought it would be the person that was waiting for me, and then it happened to be another person. So
But
it was not.
then, so what happened after that then? You tried to call that person back?
Well, now I'm gonna get pissed off. Not because of you guys. Not because of you two. It's just in general. So basically, she said, um, F it. I want to get laid, but and also she said, okay, and she said that
So
you
your
have to
intention,
buy
so your intention of
buy.
meeting up with this person was because you thought that you were going to get laid.
Yes,
Okay. All right.
but and 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 most of and part of the story is like she gave updates about the let my nephews, which is I don't think she had any, but nephews. Want me buy like fucking 10 freaking app cards for a fucking game, but and I
All
bought
in
five.
5 minutes?
I bought five, and she took a picture, fucking download, which is like 60%. I'm like, what the fuck?
I
And
don't get it.
Yeah. So
I'm like,
when Nate showed up at this address, the people that lived there had no clue who Nate was. That's what happened. They
Well, no,
just
I
sent
get
Nate to
that
some
part.
random address. So Nate didn't get catfished. He just got trolled. Some troll screwed with him on TikTok, found out Nate wanted to sleep with him and said, "Well, come to this house." Nate told him where he lived. So they Googled some address down the street, told Nate to go there. Nate went there, knocked on the door. These poor people answered the phone, and Nate's standing there thinking he's about to get laid. That's what happened.
Okay. And you sent this lady those Apple cards. So you never heard from her again then? No.
I blocked her. So
What did the poor people say whose house you knocked on their door?
well, I asked if the name of the person.
Right. And they had no idea what you were talking about.
Right.
Okay. So then how did you get home?
Yeah, how did you get there? That was going to be another question.
Luckily enough, I told I went on BD's channel. I said, lucky enough, I got a silver lining, which is a stranger who was nice enough to bring me home. So
Oh, gee.
So what? They just saw you walking down the street and they stopped and picked you up?
yeah.
And how long did it take you to walk from your house to this stranger's
No, I
house?
took Uber.
You took a Uber.
Oh, both ways?
No,
No.
a stranger
one
picked him
way.
up from.
Yeah.
Well,
the
why didn't you
stranger
Uber?
that-
Why didn't you Uber back then?
Yeah.
Because he didn't know where he was. I heard
Oh,
him
he
say something
spent
about
all
he
his
got
money,
lost. Yeah,
probably.
he got lost.
You don't need to
And
know where you are. You have to, your phone's GPS tells the Uber driver where you are.
He
Yeah,
turned
but
his
I didn't
GPS
know-
off though. He turned the location on his phone off
Well,
Oh.
that's for that. Yeah.
because
you
he
didn't
didn't
think to-
because he didn't want his parents
Okay.
to know where he was at.
Oh, Nate.
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to do that again, right? Okay, good.
So that's why he got lost, because he had turned he turned his location off, or his GPS off on his phone. So he's saying that this.
Were you
nice-
sticking your thumb out on the side of the road like a hitchhiker? Huh? You're muted.
Yes.
You were?
Were
I
you
was
really?
basically sitting like a freaking homeless man.
You had your thumb out like a hitchhiker? You keep muting yourself. I'm not sure why.
Because he's
So
in the
how
car.
far? So
It's
how
fine, Nate.
far
You don't have
was
to mute yourself. It's not that loud.
Yeah, but if you mute yourself, she could still hear us. She's hearing us right now.
She can
Nate.
still hear
Hi,
us even
Mama
though he's
Nate.
muted. You're muted, Nate.
Nate,
We can't
Nate,
hear
we
you.
can't hear you when you mute yourself.
Well, I know I didn't want the noise in the car to be.
It's
loud.
not bad.
That's
It's
fine,
fine.
but
Yeah, the noise
there's no
is
point
fine.
in you talking when you're muted, though.
Yeah, the
Okay.
noise is fine. It's
But
it's
yes.
fine.
But
So
yes,
you just had your thumb out and someone stopped,
Yeah.
and you
yeah,
knew your address, right?
Yes.
So you just told them your address and they took you home?
Yeah.
Did they just drop you off, or did they like go up to the door with you?
Yeah. Go up the door. Man.
Was
Is-
it like an old couple or?
Or just like a friendly old man that
Yeah.
was nice enough to.
Do you think you're lucky that it was a good Samaritan and not some mass murdering serial killer that picked you up on the
Exactly.
side of the road?
Yeah.
God,
Mm,
Yep.
I had to mute myself for a second.
So
Did
we
you
want
offer them
to-
if did you offer them if they wanted to come inside and you'd make them some taquitos for their trouble?
No.
You weren't about to share your taquitos, were you?
Although I
Even if
said
they
they-
brought you home.
I said thank you to him.
Well, I,
It was
I
just
would
one
hope, I would hope you would say that.
Did-
I don't think it was a couple. I think it was just one guy.
and is it true that you're walking to the Slob Olympics?
I could, but no.
No.
You couldn't. It would take you. Yeah, no. You could.
It would take me like 24 days.
Probably longer than that, Nate. Longer than that, Nate. So okay. So did you learn a lesson?
Yes.
Okay, last thing. Can you buy me some game cards?
Glue.
All right, thank you.
Oh, is he making fun of
So,
the game card?
I mean, do you
don't
want-
ever buy anybody anything.
You don't have to. You don't have to
Ever.
answer this question, Nate. But I mean, how much money did you spend in game cards?
50.
$50?
Well, that's not too bad. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Well,
No.
You don't have to feel bad, Nate, for $50. I thought maybe that you were. I didn't know. I had no idea. I mean, this
That's all right.
guy, this kid DoorDashes Taco Bell every day. He's got a card with money on it.
No,
I
it's
had
a
no idea.
Taco.
Well, he's got a job and he works, so you know. I
Well,
mean,
no,
he's
but
got
I
an income
mean,
coming in.
like, well, no, but I mean, it seems like he spends a lot of money though.
Yeah.
To me, I don't know. I guess to
Yeah,
me, I think of DoorDash as a luxury.
TK has a point because I'm not really a good spender, which I have to work on. But
Like, I think he just kind of spends, right? You're just kind of like one of those. That,
yeah,
I do
spend
that
a
Hell,
too.
lot,
look,
Though. I
yeah.
work
Lou's
on
45
myself,
years
you know.
old and he's not a good spender either. Okay.
But I do that too, Nate. I'm working on myself, and I had to because I
Hell,
became
sometimes
like
I'm not a good
poor.
spender either. So.
No.
I'm
I
learning.
all kick ourselves when we spend $50. Like, we really should. Like, why did we spend that? You know.
Well,
Oh, guess what I had to spend, Nate?
well,
the other
she
day?
asked for it. Well, for me to get uh, late.
All right. So
Well, Nate,
here's my question.
you know what I
Nate.
had to spend money on for stupidity? $200 for a brand new lock because I locked me and my mom out of the condo and they couldn't get in every other way. So I had to they had to drill off my thing, my
That's
lock.
called like money spent for security.
Well, but it's money spent for stupidity. Like that literally did not have to happen. Like
Right.
to me, that's a waste of money.
Yeah, that's
It's
all.
not
Because
You're not
as
secure.
I was closing the door, my
No,
head was going,
it's
grab the
a waste of money
keys.
if you're not secure. It's not a waste of money if you're not secure.
So
it is.
was it $50 each or $50 total in Apple gift cards that you gave this
Each.
person?
Oh, each.
So
I'm gonna mute
$100.
myself.
Yeah.
So it's $100 total you spent on this person.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm.
So two $50 Apple gift cards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Fuck her.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Miss
So
Pete,
here's
fuck
my
her.
question
Yeah,
to
fuck
you,
her.
Nate. I mean, did you at all at any point that this whole thing was happening, like, did you have a feeling that you were being scammed or catfished, or I mean,
At the first part of the, like, maybe a little bit in the beginning, I had like a little feeling, not a lot of feeling, but I had a little feeling. I might have been, yeah.
okay. Now you and I have talked about this before,
Yeah,
have we not?
I think so.
Yeah. So, I mean, you should know by now that you know you can reach out to me anytime, right? Like you can text me, call me whenever. So, I mean, if there's ever that little voice in your head that is telling you that this might not be a good idea, I mean, you know you can text me, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
don't feel bad, Nate. I mean, we all make mistakes in life. Like
Yeah, we
he
all
looks
make
like
mistakes.
he looks like he. Well, I guess I would feel bad. Anybody would, but I'm just telling him not to be so hard on himself because, just don't. If anybody asks you for money within 5 minutes of knowing you, they're up to no good.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. I would have
That's
to
a
agree
good
with
rule to go.
rule of thumb. Yes, I would have to agree with
Good
that.
rule
I
of
would have to agree with that. So, and again, I mean, if there's ever that little voice in your head or that one little inkling of like doubt, I mean, you should definitely listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
I bet you had your parents freaking. I mean, I know how I would feel in a situation like that, right, Mrs. Pete? I bet they were. I mean,
Oh yeah,
Freak
I
out.
would have been really
You were-
upset. I would have been really upset, but at the same time, I'm like, you would be really pissed. Like, you know what? I want to get back at these
Yeah.
people.
Mhm. Yeah, I was really mad at myself, to be honest. But But to be honest, their reaction, it was really not pissed. They were like really scared. So
I can imagine. I can imagine. They don't know what's going on. You've cut your location off on your phone. I would be pissed too. I would be pissed too. So,
yeah, I did. I mean, one like a month ago, I was dealing with depression. I mean, for some reason, but I was thinking about like running away from home, but good thing I didn't. So I mean,
why though, Nate? I mean, what's so terrible that's got you thinking that you want to run away from home? I've never met your dad, but I mean, your mom's amazing. She lets you do all
yeah,
this shit that,
He
probably.
literally has like so much blessings, you know? I mean, a family, parents that are still together that, love him so much, you know?
I mean, you met my grandma, didn't you?
Yeah, your grandma was
No, I didn't.
amazing.
And
I
we
didn't get
met
a
your aunt. We met your aunt,
Yeah, we
who's
did
your
met
I?
your
mom's
aunt. Oh
sister.
my
I
Your
gosh.
met
I
the
mean,
mom's
your
aunt. I
sister.
met
yeah,
yeah.
your family
I
is
don't think I met your
amazing.
grandma.
It's amazing. I mean, I get, I mean, you're what, 22 years old, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, I
Nate, you
get
were
I,
Yep.
so lucky to have a mom and aunts and a dad and everyone that loves you. You have to like channel that.
yeah. And then you have us, I mean, like you know that we have your back. Your YouTube
Yeah.
family, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we wouldn't never want you to feel like that, you're not welcomed or.
Nate, you came and stayed at our house. Of course you're welcome. We love you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
love you
mean, you
all.
stayed at Lou's house. I mean, and you're more than welcome to stay with us at our new house.
Yeah, yeah, you can.
Well,
Yeah, you can come stay with me if you want to, Nate.
yeah. I appreciate it, Vic. Um, uh, and also, well, which is, if I would have ran away, which is I thank God I didn't, but still, if I would have,
Facts, traveling
I'm not gonna.
fools. He says Nate's parents are so awesome. They take him thousands of miles to come hang out with a bunch of morons like us.
To come hang
Facts.
out with a bunch of morons like us.
Somebody's
Yeah,
echoing.
somebody is echoing.
It's Nate.
Oh, is it Nate?
Yeah, because he's in the car. It's going through the speaker.
So, well,
Nate, mute yourself.
oh, he just dropped out. Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, you can come back in it if you want to, but
Oh, yeah.
I'm just saying. Look, I mean, we love you. Your YouTube family loves you. I know your parents love you. I mean, you got to be more careful. You just got to be more careful. Got to be more careful.
You have to. Oh my gosh. Just hearing it just makes me.
Oh my God! It made whenever I found out that it happened, I was crying. Like I was like,
I
if
know.
that was,
No,
I
when
know.
if that
When
was
you
my
told me,
kid, like I would be like so.
when I heard about it from Lou, like, I mean, I had so many questions. I was like, oh my God, is he okay? Have you talked to him? What happened?
Oh, me too. Me too.
I mean, like, I was
said to
like,
Pete.
I'm sure Lou was like, shut the fuck up. I don't know.
No, Pete
So-
was like, I don't know. Like, well, Nate's mom called y'all. Like,
yeah,
and
yeah.
like,
uh-huh.
and we were like, and Pete was like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, you have to figure out what to do because this is not a good thing.
Right. Yeah. I know. I mean, Lou was the same way. He's like, no, I have, I kept asking
and
like
he was just
a
wanting
million
to get
questions. I was like,
laid.
what do you talk? Like when he first told me, like when he first texted me, I was like, what? I was like, you're lying. I was like, are you really? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, well, how did you find out? And he said that Nate's mom had
But I
called
mean,
him
think
or
about it as
texted
a
him.
mom, Alita. Like,
Oh yeah.
your kid's missing.
Yes.
And
I
they're
know.
on
Absolutely.
are you serious? Like that, like total mom bear comes out,
Yeah. Yeah.
See, when you told me about that, the first thing I thought was something like, oh, he got pissed because they said he couldn't do something. So he just took off for a little while or whatever. You know what I mean? And then, but hearing this story is even a little bit scarier.
It is. It is a
It,
little bit scary.
it became even more disturbing after hearing that
Yes.
story because it just kept getting worse
Y-
and worse. And I'm like, yikes, Nate. Yeah, that could have turned out really bad.
I
Yeah.
know he's
Really.
lucky. He's lucky it didn't turn out. I mean, because yeah, I mean, there's so many different ways that story could have ended up. You know,
And Nate, why? Okay, I get it. I get it. He wants to get laid and all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's really not all this cracked up to be. Sex is not. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
yeah, don't be that desperate. Yeah.
It's really, it-
Well, it's kind of hard to tell guys that, right? I
well,
mean,
yeah, that's what I'm saying,
it's
especially
hard.
because he's never been, you know, but he thinks that, but see, I don't know. I guess because I care about Nate. Like I would want his first time to be with at least somebody that that likes him back maybe from work. You know
well,
what
I
I'm
mean,
saying? That kind of thing.
right. Look, I
And
am.
not some crazy bitch on the internet.
Well, and that's the thing. I am in total agreement with Lou as far as like he needs to look into something locally, like whether it be like speed dating locally where he's at in Omaha or whatever. I mean, he needs because
But
that's becoming more of a thing now, especially with like I mean, he could find like a group.
but he needs to find like-minded
Yeah.
people as
Exactly.
well.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he needs
Yeah.
to he needs to be able to, go and find, like a group of
Like that,
people that
like.
are,
Mhm.
you're like-minded, like you said. So, and I mean, it's becoming
God.
so much of a thing now that it shouldn't be hard to be able to, to be able to find something like
Shoot.
that.
You know what men and women do now, Nate, most of the time? When they, meet someone, and I'm not saying I necessarily do this, but, you know, we look up people. We look up, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, if you're local, all your girlfriends knew about you. Like, first of all, if you were dating a guy locally in my like neck of the woods, like all the girls knew about the guy anyway. They would give you like a file on him, and they would be like,
Right.
"Hey, this guy
yeah,
fucked this many women, and like,
Right.
this is
Well,
what
not
he
only that,
did."
but I mean, it'll give him the experience as well. Because again, I agree with Lou on this too. I mean, like even if he doesn't, like, just say for example, he does a speed dating thing. Even if he doesn't get a date out of it, he will still have that experience of like what it would be like to actually go on a date. Because I mean, it would give him that experience. Of like
Yeah.
conversation starters, questions to ask, or things like that. So I mean, I really do think that.
I feel bad for people that are dating now. I do.
it's not all it's cracked up to be.
It's sad.
It's
It
very weird.
sucks.
It's very
I
weird.
mean, the only thing that I can say about actually dating somebody is, yeah, I mean, you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to get separated from them. However,
Right?
in my case, I mean, like mine and Lou's case, I mean, he is seriously stuck with me for at least 2 years now. So,
Woo! No, he's paying thousands of dollars to move, bitch.
You know what the great thing is for me though? Like I do have that desire to find the one, the
Yes.
true one. But at the same time, if I
But
can't
that's not
find
the
the
person
true one,
swindle you out of fucking money. Like,
no. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just
no, I'm
saying
just
in
saying.
general. Yeah, like I mean, I'd rather be alone than
Oh yeah.
be with somebody that I don't like,
Yeah.
or I'm just saying, like
That's
I,
the
I
funny
don't
part.
need a man
That's
that
the funny part.
bad.
When you're like in your 40s, like I'm in my 40s. We're all in our 40s and 50s. It's like, okay, if it's not gonna happen, it's not gonna happen. Like, fuck off.
yeah, yeah.
It's just not gonna happen.
Yeah.
We don't put up with the bullshit that like the 30-year-olds put up with.
in the 20 something.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Need this
Like it's like,
drama
okay,
between
you're
Thank you,
these
not gonna
Selena.
kids,
be
and it's
Appreciate
you're
like,
that.
not gonna be a good guy. Fuck off. Like
Yeah.
fuck off. Then bye.
Well, what about you, Vic? I mean, what do you have any insight on this as a person that yeah, you know, is single and has never been laid?
Right.
What's your take on this? I mean,
Yeah.
I think you're different in a sense from Nate's because I mean Nate is actively like trying to find somebody. As you, I mean, the advice that I keep giving Nate is that he needs to stop being so
Vic is too
aggressive.
cool to chase down women.
So
He's
so
Yeah,
too
that,
he's
cool
he's
for
letting
that.
the women come to him. Is
yes.
that right?
Yes. Why do you think I find him so attractive?
Anyway, so yeah, I've been have
Why do you think I'm Team Vic?
been
Hello.
have been friend zoned a few times when I was in like high school. But yeah, I mean there was this this was one girl, but I mean we still talk sometimes, and we still hang out sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then there was a girl in in at a community college, and we went on one date. I did ask her out to the movies, and we went and saw Kong, Skull Island. But then she said that she only
Oh wow.
w- w- wanted to be friends. That was like the first time I'd ever asked a girl out, but she was never really like my girlfriend. But
Yeah. Yeah. So,
She
have
went
you
out.
ever tried dating apps, Vic?
no,
No. I mean, are you against dating apps?
no,
No.
not
You
necessarily.
you just ain't got no interest in having a relationship. Is that?
About well, I guess I would, but it's just about putting in the effort to get one is really intimidating. But yeah,
Well, what's intimidating about it?
I
This
don't.
is good. This is good. Yeah. What's intimidating? You're speaking to two
Yeah,
women now too.
I
So
think Vic is
what's
too cool
intimidating
for
about it?
school. I don't think you should be intimidated at all because you're too cool for school. Like, I mean, I can get why they, you know what I mean? I'm shy.
Sweet.
Let me mute myself.
Lou says there's a line of dime pieces waiting outside Vic's door right now. Is that true,
Yeah.
Vic?
Outside my door, no, but
And then
right,
Pete says Vic wouldn't hitchhike home. He'd drive himself home.
yeah.
I know.
Take me a while.
Oh,
Take
here's
me a
here's
while.
a third woman. All right, so tell us what's intimidating about
Uh,
the effort to put that. I think that's the first time I've ever heard that someone say that it's all the effort and whatever to put forward
Because
into
not
dating
Vic
somebody is
secure
intimidating.
Wait,
enough.
what? What's
Put in
the
effort.
question?
Vic just said that the effort or all the effort that goes
Oh,
into like dating somebody is intimidating to him,
or finding someone.
or
Yeah.
finding somebody
Okay.
is intimidating to
No,
him.
that's
So
very
I asked him,
intimidating.
What's intimidating?
No, that's very intimidating, but it's also very intimidating against women too. But we're not allowed to acknowledge that. Is that not a thing?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I mean, I want to know what Vic finds intimidating about it.
I don't know.
Well, probably the same thing I would. It just the fear of rejection, like I
So,
have
Oh yeah.
that.
yeah, that's
Everybody has that, I think, a little, unless you're completely
pretty.
narcissistic and you really think your shit don't stink no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And if you're like that, you probably don't get a lot of dates.
yeah.
So,
Well, and that's the thing, though, too. I mean, like you and Nate are both very young. I mean, I think after I got divorced and I jumped back into the dating pool, like I mean, at my age, like I already knew what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? So it was
I was gonna say you were
easy.
like, I'm here to like play or not play. Fuck
Right.
off.
So I think for me, in a sense, it was kind of easy to kind of sift through, like who I thought, was going to be serious and who I didn't think was going to be serious, But I mean, look, eh, we feel the same. Us as women, I mean, look, it's not easy for us either. I mean, like, you know, I think. I think when Lou and I went out on our first date, I mean I was upfront with him. I basically told him, look, I mean, this is what I'm looking for. This is not what I'm looking for, kind of thing. So
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. And how long were you single for before you met Lou? I mean.
so I had been separated from my ex a little over a year before I met Lou. But I mean, like I mean, it's not like I jumped right into the dating pool after I separated. I mean,
no,
it took,
I
yeah,
remember
like,
when you came about.
right,
Actually.
like I mean, it was probably about 6 months after I got separated when I'd actually filed for divorce is when I think I jumped back into the dating pool.
But I remember when they were like, "Hey, there's this woman," and I'm like, "Hey, hey,"
Yeah.
like, and it was
hey,
cool.
girl, hey.
Hey.
Yeah, I think that the first time that we actually like not really met, but found out about each other was when I was like doing like the morning show, like the Luanons with Lou. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Aw.
so yeah, but I mean I had been separated from my ex for probably a little over a year when I met Lou. But I mean, again, I had been on dates before Lou too, but it's one of those things. You have to you have to sift through all the shit before you find the good. Does that make sense? So
Yes,
Well, you know what else too, though,
that
girl? Look how well
right.
you fit in this community. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just love y'all so much. You don't know how happy I was when I saw that text, and my mom, because I tell her all about y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because you're you know what I'm saying? All everything.
No, but what I was saying was like I was like, "Hey, girls, like yes, like this is great."
yeah, I mean,
What are you
I
talking
think I
about? What do
was.
you mean?
No, I'm
For what?
saying like I told Pete like, "Oh my god, I love these bitches because they
Oh,
remind me
us.
of my bitches."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
Well, I
yeah.
still remember the first time that I actually came on to the Lunch Money show. And like Pete was asking me all kinds of questions about like
Girl.
my relationship with Lou. And at that time, I mean, it was fairly new. I think that we had only been seeing each other for I think like a month or something like that. And yeah, like Lou had invited me to come on to the Lunch Money show because I think he was getting questioned by Pete at the time.
Yep.
'Cause-
And then what was the timeline in that when you and TK were like, "Hey, we want you to come on the show," and I was like, "Really? Like how far was that? Like and
Like
I think that was
right
that was
away, I feel like.
yeah,
was
I
it
feel
right
like it
away?
was like right after that.
Yeah.
I was just so happy to finally meet Mr. Pete's wife. You know what
Oh,
I'm
Well,
saying? Because I had
trust me.
seen pictures of you and
Right.
I
Well, the
said, "Oh
very
my
first Slob
God, she's like a
Olympics.
goddess."
Right. I mean, the very first Slob
aw.
Olympics.
You are. You're a
I mean, Lou
goddess.
talked you up, Mrs. Pete. I mean, like he talked you up. He was like, "Oh my God," because I was nervous. I was nervous to come to the very first Slob Olympics in Pigeon Forge, and
I was very excited.
yeah, and he's like, no, he was like, they're gonna love you. He's like, I think that you and Mrs. Pete will get along very, very well. And he was like, you have nothing to worry about, And I mean, like, and that was the thing. Like, her and I hit.
When we met, Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we were old friends. It really
Yeah,
was. And I
for
think
sure.
for me, it
Oh,
was
me too.
yeah,
Yeah, me
yeah,
too. Remember?
I mean,
Yeah.
and I mean, I think the thing that really drew me to her too as well is because she's been with Pete for a very long time. So and she kind of talked to me about I guess this quote unquote YouTube life. So like what to
The
expect.
YouTube life.
Yeah, like what to expect, as far as having a significant other that does YouTube, so I was very, very excited about that.
Yes.
Yeah, very excited about that. But again, I mean, like between me and UTK and me and Mrs. Pete, yeah, it's like I mean, it was like we were old friends. We were old
I
friends.
know.
True.
Like at the slobs, that's the first
Yeah.
time I met y'all, and I just felt totally, totally comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Like I known y'all. Remember, girl, when we were talking in my room, how much fun we had.
Yes.
I just
Yeah.
felt
I
like
mean,
it'd
like
been
it felt
like
like
we'd
that-
known each other forever.
Right. I mean, it literally was like we
Yeah.
were in high school. Like we were,
Yeah.
just
It
hanging
was
out.
so
and-
much
yeah.
fun, dude.
Yeah,
What we were
yeah.
talking about.
So that's why you
Oh
have
my
to
God.
come.
I want.
Exactly.
I want it
Exactly.
more than anything. I want it as much as I can breathe, y'all. I've been working as every extra hour they can give me. Even yesterday. I worked from open to close because they needed help closing, but I got time and a half for those 4 extra hours.
Right.
So it was like more like a 12-hour nursing shift,
Right.
right?
That's right, Pete.
But
He says she
some of
wanted
it was
advice on how to
overtime.
keep a slob. No, I needed
no,
advice on
I
how to
could
keep
give
a
you that
slob.
advice.
Yeah, I
could give you
needed
that
advice on how to keep a slob.
I could give you that advice. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, BA, I have to go now. Yes, supper's ready.
All
But
right.
thank you for letting me come on. And again, congratulations on you and Lou finally finding a house.
Yes, thank you, Vic.
Woo!
Appreciate that. And yes, I
Love
mean,
you,
I know
Lou.
everybody has been, everybody that I've texted, and thanks, Vic. Have a good one.
Hi,
But
Vic.
Bye,
Alright.
Vic.
everybody that I've
Alright,
texted
later, Vic.
and
Love
told
you, Vic.
about, I mean, even people in the chat, I have just been saying that housewarming party, and yes, we will eventually get to that point. We will
Yeah,
eventually get to
no.
that point.
No, Pete wants to give a housewarming party now.
Oh yeah, I know. Well, we got to get
He
moved
wants
in
to,
first,
he wants to
Pete.
cut the ribbon as they move in.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Like, fuck
I
yeah.
mean, look.
He wants to carry Lou over the threshold.
No, listen, I'm not good at a lot of things, but I'm good at throwing a fucking party.
Okay,
Ah,
okay.
I'm gonna
okay.
be there.
You look when we
You
are
see?
ready.
But that's
when
the
we're ready,
thing.
Pete, you
I-
will
I
be the
wanna
first
be to
person we
that
call.
too.
Okay,
Dude. This is my husband. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry.
Do not apologize. This is the reason why we love you. So.
My husband is
look,
very
you know, our
sweet, but he
pineapple
can
chats
be an
are lit.
asshole.
Our pineapple chats are lit. There's no other
Okay,
group text messaging.
He's here in the room,
What's
I'm
that?
just kidding. I'm just teasing. You know me with my little silliness. I'm here in the room. Remember, I'm not part of that. Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
mute myself.
Well, look, I mean, that's not to say that the three of ours, me, you, and Mrs. Pete,
we have our own.
we have our
pineapple
own
chat.
pineapple chat,
Exactly.
and ours is
Exactly.
And
ours
it's
is
called,
lit. Ours is lit too.
Ours is extremely lit because it's all female
It's all love.
and all love.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with Uncle Lou. Nate, you got to stop looking for a wife on every corner. Just have fun. And that's the thing. You're young. It's like, I mean,
Well,
you
no,
don't
but
need to try. You don't need
Well,
to try
but
and find.
no.
I think that's the
But-
problem. You're wanting something like immediate. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, you at your age, not that's just not like people like our age, like mine and Mrs. Pete and TK. I mean, yeah, it's different
Yeah.
for us because yeah, we're old. But for
I
someone
don't
like
want to
you
be
at your
old,
age, that
but
it's
I'm
really
old.
yeah.
I mean,
you,
hey, let's not kid ourselves. We can look young. I mean, we could look younger than we do, but we don't want to act than we do. So we're like,
Right.
fuck off.
Right, right, right. So, but hey, it's not a waste of time. I mean, honestly, I think that's going to be the best thing for you. I mean, I am in agreement with Lou on this, Nate. I mean, I do think that you need to look into something like that, like, for your like specific group of, a certain group of people, and do the speed dating thing. I honestly think that's, if anything, if you don't get a date out of it, if anything, like he said, you'll get the practice, you know, practice, because you're always talking about how, like, you want to go on a pretend date with, somebody on stream, you know. I mean, that's a good way of getting practice if you do speed dating. It's not.
Oh my god.
Nate,
Oh,
Nate, you say
what did
meeting
he
girls
say?
every 5 minutes is a waste of time, but you literally just did that with somebody you met on TikTok for 5 minutes, and you went and met up
And
with
you
them.
got
Yeah,
catfished.
and you got scammed. So
You got scammed, man. What you need to do is focus on you and and stop worrying about that so much. Calm down.
right,
It's you know,
you need
I
to
mean,
stop
you're not
rushing into things, rushing,
yes,
thinking that
bro.
yeah, the first person that you find something
Yeah, and
serious
what
with.
happens when you do have sex? Don't get
You know what?
attached because you're just
That's
looking.
fine too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being single.
What'd he say?
He says, I just want to be single for a while. Okay, that's fine too. That's fine
Good.
too.
That's
Yes,
fine too.
that's fine too. Anything that's probably,
I think
yeah, you
that's a good
probably.
thing.
I think it's a good thing too. So you can probably really work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? I mean, people need that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, people mean it sometimes. So, and I hope you know that we're not saying any of this to get down on you or anything. I mean, we love you, Nate,
No,
and
I'm
like
just worried.
yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, we
I'm
worry
worried. Don't
about you. I
ever
mean, I'm telling you,
send
when
anyone money.
yeah, when Lou said that you had ran away, I mean, like, I literally was like, yeah, like, I was worried. I was very, very worried.
Me well, when you first texted me, you like what you said you heard Nate ran away. I'm like, what? It freaked me out. And
Uncle Lou says, "Me too, Nate. Are you're wanting to be single too? Is that what you're saying, Uncle Lou? Because I mean, we can make that happen."
he's trolling.
I mean, you're over here making plans to do like another I don't know, like another, I guess, gambling night or something, or a week or something like that. Yeah, so yeah, we can make the single life happen for you.
Well, I do want to state this fact, okay? I'm it's everything in my power that I'm going to do to make it to the slobs, right? But now y'all are getting a new house, and now all these things are happening, and there's a casino slob thing. I know I want to make it to the casino slob thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, am I going to be needing to pick things out now? Because when is this casino? Because what I was thinking, because everybody was talking, and this has been even last year at slobs. You know how people talk about,
He's
oh, we got
beyond
to.
help, Mrs. Pete. Okay, he's beyond help, beyond help. He's talking about having a housewarming party in Vegas. Okay,
Oh my god!
okay.
Oh my gosh!
Is that what it is, Pete? He says he's mad his Mustang won't clear the driveway. He'll be fine.
He's gonna get a lift, and then he drives up to the very tip, right? And then the lift lifts his car and goes, brrrr, and
I mean,
cranks
I
it
want
up,
to
and
know
then
what
goes,
this slob casino thing is all about anyway, because I mean, him and I really literally just had a conversation last night actually, about us, now that we've got this house in the works, us working on, you know, figuring out what we want to do and what we need to maybe hold off on doing. So, I don't know, Lou. I don't know. I don't know. There may be a discussion in our very near future here if you're talking about doing another slop casino thing.
Maybe I should go
Especially
for
if
the
it's a
slob.
guy. Yeah, if it's a guy slobs casino thing. So-
No, I want this to be like no, because everybody's talking about slobs, how it's TF's birthday and other people's birthdays, but my birthday's in March too. And nobody
Oh
ever
yeah, that's
says
right. Your birthday is
TK's
in March,
birthday's
isn't it?
in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Your
why can't we
birthday's in
have it
March.
but it's at the
Mrs. P's
very end of
birthday's in
March.
April. Well,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, yours is
That's
at the end of March. Hers is at like the beginning of April. So yeah,
so
I mean,
let's
like I
the
said, I'm
beginning of
down.
April
I'm down
and
for.
have it like a party for both of us in a slob event. And if we do that and I have to choose, I'll choose the Cherokee because I have to choose probably if it's going to be that soon. But I need to know. I'm sorry. I don't need to know right now. I have time to I have to see my paycheck. I've
Well,
been putting in a lot of hours.
not really, because it's like, I mean, literally, slobs is what, 2 weeks away?
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 weeks away.
I get
mean,
paid
for us,
Friday.
It's like a week and a half, because I mean we're leaving on the 28th. So for me and Lou, it's like a week and a half away.
Yeah. Well, I haven't. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I'm going. I'm just saying, it's just scary to me because I think I can. No, I think yes. You know what? I'm going to the slobs, but I want to make it to the casino night. That's the whole thing.
Well, as far as I know, I mean, like, I don't know of any casino night that's happening. I mean, they're
Or
talking,
whatever. Like,
I mean, they're talking
know.
about something happening in the comment section while I was looking at pictures, showing all pictures of the house. So I totally missed, what was happening in the comments because I was showing the pictures of the house. So yeah, Uncle Lou is talking about some casino night thing. I don't know exactly know what he's talking about. So, but then again, I normally don't know things like that until he actually leaves to go do these things. So.
Oh.
So,
I
yeah.
think I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna.
all.
Yeah, hopefully, I think this paycheck is gonna be good, and plus, I have Uber Eats.
Yeah, that's
Could
true.
always
That's true.
try
So
to do
look,
some
I
of
mean,
that
if it means anything, I mean, I would prefer to see you at Slob Olympics. I think Mrs. Pete would probably agree with me too and say that she would prefer to see you at Slob Olympics, because there's no telling. Oh, he's saying Slob Casino isn't a night. Him and Pete are opening an underground casino. Good luck with that.
an underground casino.
Good luck with that. So that's why he keeps asking. He keeps asking or making these comments about
because-
you wearing your fortune teller costume and spinning the marble at Slob Casino.
So he wants to go into the backyard and make a sublet down there, like a little, build a hole in the ground and put a casino down there.
He's saying we
That's
are
what he
going to
wants
run a
to do?
gambling ring, dabble in the illegal liquor business, and run a whorehouse. Okay, yeah, you're not running a whorehouse in my house, is all I'm going to say.
Oh my god!
None of that will be happening in
Now
in
you
my
know he's
house.
trolling.
In my
Now
house.
you know he's trolling.
None of that's going to be happening in my house. I can tell you that right now.
That is hilarious.
Pete
though.
says it's a decent business plan.
Jeez.
Well, depending on what you mean by decent. No, I won't rage quits, but I'll rage something else. I can tell you that. I won't rage quits, but yeah, I'll rage something
She'll
else.
cut you.
Yeah, I'll cut you.
She'll
Don't
cut
mess
you,
with me.
bitch.
I'll cut you. So.
She'll cut you, bitch. Oh my god.
All right.
I want to
all
see
right.
everybody so bad.
Yeah. So 2
Ugh.
weeks until Slob Olympics. For those that are going early, I mean, like I said, for All right, Lou. All right. Oh man. You know what? He really knows what buttons to press with me. If that's not a
I
sign,
can't read
if that's
the
not a
chat.
sign of like a relationship, like a very in-depth relationship, when you know how to press each other's buttons, then I don't know what is. So
What did he say?
He said, "Calm down. It's not like we are sleeping with the whores. We are the brains of the operation. We are businessmen, for Christ's sake." Oh yeah, okay. And then Pete says,
Businessman.
"Don't worry, we won't fraternize with the talent. We're professionals." Okay, all right. All right. Well, this is still going to need to be a topic of discussion if this is
Those two
something.
together are just trouble. Them
I
two
know.
together are
How do you think me and
trouble.
Mrs. Pete feel?
You know,
Right? This is what
and
me
I'm
and
just
this is what me and Mrs. Pete have to deal with on a regular basis. Okay.
I know that.
Lou
I'm
says he doesn't
sorry.
sleep with employees no matter how skanky they are. Sir, I mean, never mind. I'm not gonna say
Why would you want
anything.
to sleep with a skanky
Yeah.
woman?
Well,
At least get high quality whores if you're gonna run a whorehouse.
right. Well, not only that, but I mean, you keep saying that you want to hire me. So does that mean we have to stop sleeping together if you hire me?
He said he was gonna hire you.
Well, I mean, we've talked about me, yeah, like doing some work for him. Like, yeah, I mean,
Oh, like you would, but you would be the madam. You wouldn't have to sleep with anyone. You could be like
no,
Calamity
not like a
Jane.
whorehouse or this casino jank that they're trying to. No, like I mean,
Jank.
like he's talked
Sounds
about possibly,
janky.
yeah, he's possibly. We've talked about me, doing some side work for him, like checking emails. Oh, so it strictly has to be that it's someone who's working in the Slav casino before you'll sleep with them, right? Is that what you're saying? So he doesn't fraternize with Slav casino employees, but every other employee that works for him is fair game, is what I'm hearing. Is
I
what I'm
wish I could
hearing.
see the chat room. I guess, but like if I put on my phone, I'll get distracted too much.
No,
I
you're
can't.
fine. You're fine. It is
But I
almost
kind of,
it's almost 8 o'clock anyway. So yeah, we've been on for over almost 2.5 hours. So I think this is a good place to leave it.
mm-hmm,
So we
mm-hmm.
until the next Sunday. So, but until then, why don't you tell folks what you got going on this week?
Working, choo, choo, choo.
Yeah.
Working,
So
working.
basically
How
working to
about
try,
you?
yeah, basically working until Slob Olympics is over, so that way she can make sure she's there for Slob Olympics. Which
Yeah.
you better be there, because like I said, I would prefer to see you at Slob Olympics than have to
I
wait.
want to be there. Girl, I want to be there.
Yeah.
I want to be there. But now, especially with y'all moving in together, like, I want, and, I mean, I guess, I guess I didn't think about maybe the casino times wouldn't be as many, but that there probably would be some time when at least you and him were going and that maybe Miss Pete, Mr. P, traveling fools, a few other people we could talk about off air, could just have a little meetup or something. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Mhm.
All right. But I won't do that to you because I don't want to get in. See, no, I'm not going to talk about that. No casino for me. I'm
Mhm.
going to go to the Slob Olympics. I love
Yes,
you.
come to the Slav Olympics. Look, the casino things. Yeah, I mean they're not all that cracked up to be. So
Just want it. Yeah, I know.
yeah, because Slav Olympics is where it's at. That's where you want to be. That's the it thing right now. So it's the Slav Olympics. So Lou says flannel and dungeon boots isn't the look we are going for in Slav Casino.
Flannel and dungeon
I
boots.
love how he brings up my style of dressing in like a public forum like this. I
Oh,
don't know. I don't
Jesus,
know.
guys.
Yeah, I don't know if it's because he's doing purposely because he thinks he's gonna try and embarrass me. But look, I don't care. I mean I stick by the way. Comfort to me is more important than more important than you know look. Whatever. How I guess.
I'm gonna be wearing my little bucket hat with my
I guess
marijuana
depending on
leaves
where we
on it.
go. I mean, yeah, comfort. I would rather be comfortable than uncomfortable.
Oh,
I
me
guess in a
too.
sense. So
Me too.
I
I
mean,
don't give a shit.
look, And we all know that I can dress up because you've seen me dress up before, so I don't even want to hear that.
You
All
are,
right.
you know what,
I
girl?
don't even want
You
to
are
hear that.
beautiful. Listen to me, girl. You are beautiful. You are my best friend. And he is lucky, damn lucky to have you. I'm just going to say that right here in a public forum. You have been through hell and back with him and always been there for him. And you deserve this.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you
Yeah.
deserve that house too.
Yeah.
I mean, you deserve that blessing. So y'all enjoy it. And don't let his trolling get to you because he's trying to get a rise out of you. Okay? Don't let him.
No, it's not. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. So I appreciate.
I'm going to
that,
be
guys.
wearing jeans. I don't have a flannel shirt, but I have, I don't know. I don't have I don't do that either.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I'm a jeans, a t-shirt. I mean, I can dress up, yes, and I could look fantastic.
Yeah.
But I like to be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's the thing too. Look, I mean I'm the type of person like as soon as I come home from working or something like that, yeah, like I strip down and I put my PJs on. I mean that's all there is to it. I take my bra off, I put my PJs on. I mean that's how it is when I go to his place. If we're not doing anything, like if we don't have plans to leave the house or whatever or leave his apartment, like as soon as I get to his apartment, yeah, like I'm putting on pajamas. I mean that's how it is.
Mhm.
So, but I mean like I can dress up with the with the rest of with the rest of you.
But you are so much more than that anyway.
Well, I
You see
mean,
what I'm
I'm
saying?
assuming it's not that much of a big deal because he stayed with me this long. I mean, obviously,
Right.
it's not a deal breaker because if it were really that bothersome to him, I don't think that we would be here where we're at right now, about to move into a place together. So that's why I know he's trolling. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the fact that he uses this public forum to do it, though, it's a little bit irritating. Yes, it's a little
Oh,
bit
I'd be
irritating.
irritated too. I would too. I mean, shh.
Let
You
the
know
big dog
me.
eat says, "Look here, ma'am. You better be there at the slob, LOL, because I am coming here for you ladies. I was going to stay home, but decided to come for all you ladies. So I will see you
Aw,
there. So there you go.
I love her. That's probably the wifey too. I'm thinking that's talking right now. I
Oh,
don't know.
I'm not
It could
sure.
be either
I'm not
one of
sure.
them.
It could be
Yeah,
either one
because
of them.
she
Yep.
wasn't sure because of the dogs. She's got all those. Remember, like at that what do you call it? At Isle of Palms, it was like
Oh yeah,
dog
no, she did
friendly
say
or some
before
shit.
that comment. She did put up, "This is the let the big dog eat's wife." So yeah, so that was her making
Yeah,
that comment. So,
I
yeah,
figured.
so I am gonna be on TK about coming to Slav Olympics. So yeah, so if I have to like sell a kidney or sell one of my limbs to get her there,
Sell a
yeah,
kidney.
she is.
I'll be there. I'll be
She
there.
is coming. She is definitely coming.
I'll be there
So
because Nick DTV and I we're probably gonna. Well, no, we're probably gonna carpool over there. I mean, he
oh
lives like 30 minutes from me. He can drive to my place, and then
yeah
I'm gonna take my car because I'd have a guy with me. For
yeah
one thing, and he's staying with Jay, and he'll help pay the gas, and then I have somebody to ride with also, so that helps me also with the financial part of it. So.
yeah
I really
absolutely.
want to come. This is not, me pulling anything. This is not me not wanting to meet anybody. This is not me being afraid of anybody. Trust me. This is about being an adult and trying to organize my
I know.
finances
Trust me. Look,
in
it
a good
sucks.
way.
It sucks being an adult, right? I mean, like,
It sucks.
yeah,
I mean,
like
I'm
I
trying
mean,
to do this young thing, but I can't go on the trips that I could have gone on when I was too sick to go
right.
and I
And
was
look, I
making
mean,
all that money.
yeah. Well, and look,
Now
here's the
I'm
thing.
making shit money, but I'm happy. I'm
I know.
happy.
Look, yeah, it's like being stuck between a
I
rock
don't
and a hard
care.
place. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean,
Yeah.
so I hear you. I
Like,
hear you. I mean, look, my mom. We've talked about this before. My mom gives me a hard time about my career path that I'm on, but I absolutely love it. I mean, I can't see myself doing anything else, and I mean, I kick myself in the ass every day that it took me so long to actually figure out that this is what I really love to do. You know, but yeah. So, I mean,
well, the thing with nursing is that it did, like, I loved being a nurse. I told, like I've said before, it's my heart, it's who I am. But after the C word, the kung flu, whatever you want to call it. I'm sorry.
no,
God,
you're
I'm
fine.
sorry.
You're fine.
Oh, whatever you want to call it. Uh, so many nurses got out of nursing after that because no matter where you were, now the COVID nurses especially, they're suffering like PTSD and shit. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? But other nurses, like for instance me, I remember I told you like working was so unbelievably unbearable
Mm-hmm.
in all that garb because it's already warm in there with
Mm-hmm.
because we have to keep it warm for the babies. And then moms couldn't see their own children and had to see
Yeah,
them
that's
on
like a
FaceTime.
freaking incubator right there. I mean, like, absolutely. No, I get it. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's like
And
a.
then when moms couldn't see their babies, it was heartbreaking for like that was in the beginning. For 2 weeks, you have a mom with no symptoms that had to look at their baby through a freaking iPad,
Mm-hmm.
FaceTime. And I'm like, this is taking away from their bonding time. This is not good. But yeah, we didn't know what else to do.
Right.
We had to do it that way. We didn't have any more information at the time.
Yeah.
As things became more understood, I mean, now it's fine, but I'm
Yep.
just glad that's, over. And I just, like I said, and it's, if I go up in management, which I will eventually, the more money I'll make and the more I'll be able to afford these things. So.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I
And
mean,
if I
how?
can ever
Look.
reach 500 subscribers, I know I need to do shows. That's my problem. I know I need to. If I could reach 500 subscribers, I don't know if I could get monetized, but I could try.
Mm-hmm.
I just play uncopyrighted synthesized music for about maybe 5 minutes just for people to come in and then
Yeah,
and
and look,
then
I mean, I'm not
start.
saying that I'll ever try and get my channel monetized either, but I mean, as of right now, I just don't really have the time to do it. Maybe things will change once I get into this new place and I'll have, a little bit of help from Lou to, maybe kind of guide me in the right direction as well too. So yeah. I mean, I feel like things are kind of moving in the right direction.
Mhm.
Now with us getting this place, and then
Oh, and me too,
us being
girl.
us
I
being in the
want
same space together, because we will be able to actually maybe get things accomplished more, at a more rapid pace than before, because we were living in separate places. If that makes any sense whatsoever.
no, I understand. I'm able to move forward too. Like remember, like we were talking about the last few months, how the puzzle
Mm-hmm.
pieces are fitting in my life now,
Mm-hmm.
and how I understand where all that angst came from and all that shit. I'm finally getting my life in. You know what I'm
On
saying?
track.
Like
Yeah.
it just, yeah, it's just so good to know that it wasn't me,
Right.
or I'll just keep that there, but or whatever, you
Yeah.
know? So, anyway, I love you, girl,
Love
and
you.
congratulations. You
Thank
deserve this
you.
blessing. Both of you do. Lou, I love you too, man. I really do. I know I tease you on here, but I'm just giving it back. You know that. I'm so glad that y'all have each other. I'm so glad you finally decided to do this. I would always keep my mouth shut. Did you ever notice that? I'd never I never pushed anything because I just I knew he would eventually come around.
Well, I
So,
mean, look, the fact that we have been looking for over a year. I mean, he was pretty serious. I mean, like he was pretty serious about it. I mean, like I know that he was trolling and making comments.
well, but I
Before about.
sometimes wondered, is he ever going to do this? I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm so glad, but no, I knew he loved you. Don't get me wrong. I much I can tell. But what I'm saying is, guys, I mean, even though it's not marriage, even living together, it's a big commitment. Don't you think?
It is. It is. But I mean, and
I
that's
mean,
the
I
thing.
think
Like
it's like a marriage in a way.
well, I mean, that's the thing. Like we literally, I mean, like we had a serious conversation about it,
Basic,
and I mean,
yeah.
we both realized that financially, for the both of us, it just made more sense. I mean, it just made more sense
Right.
for us to be in
And
the
you
same.
spend all the time together anyway.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I mean, like I told him last night. I mean, we practically already kind of in a weird fucked up way we kind of already do live together because I mean if you think about it I'm here like when my kids are with their dad, I'm here all the time, and I still, like there'll be times during the week where I'll still go over there and like we'll stay up till like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning watching TV, and I'm not leaving out of there till like, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. And see, that's the thing. Like, I don't have to feel like I'm some fucking, like night lady of the night sneaking out of his apartment,
Exactly.
at 5 o'clock
And you
in the
know what?
morning. So,
And Lou,
but I mean,
you
but
did
he
the
never
right
he
thing.
never
You
made
did.
me feel like that. I'm just saying that
No, I know.
that's how I
I
felt.
know.
Like I always felt, and I mean, I've told him that on many occasions. Like I'll be so happy when I don't have to feel like that I'm sneaking out of your apartment at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. Well, so yeah. So I mean, yeah. So we'll just leave it at
No,
that.
I know.
Yeah. So we're gonna bring down his rep if we keep talking good about him. So, all right, my
Exactly.
beautiful friend and co-host, I love you.
I love you too, girl.
And
And everyone in the chat room, everyone in the community, I love you.
Yeah.
I do. I have no ill will toward anyone. Mwah, I love you all,
Yeah.
and I hope to see you at the slobs. But you will see me definitely here next Sunday at 5:30 Eastern, only on Bad Bitch Fuel. Bye.
There you have it. Thank that another edition of Bad Bitch Fuel in the books. I appreciate everyone tuning in. So just to recap a couple of things, there will be a show next week. Same time, same place, 5:30 Eastern time. But the following Sunday, which is going to be the Sunday after Slob Olympics, we will actually be on the road home. So I don't think there's going to be any way that I'll be home in time to do a show. That Sunday. So 2 weeks from today, there will not be a show, and I'll make sure that I post something in my community page. Just as a reminder. But yes, stay tuned. There will be a show next week, and maybe, pray tell, it could be coming to you live from the new space. So we'll have to just wait and see how that works out. It's very, very possible. I don't know. It could be coming from the new space. I highly doubt it, though, because I'm not sure if I'll be able to get all my shit, put in there and then, get the internet or whatever. But we'll just have to wait and see. But, I mean, it's very, very possible. Definitely not, if not next Sunday. 3 weeks from today, it's very possible that I will be coming live to you from the new place. So, quick shout out to Pete and Swaggy Man for the PayPals. I really appreciate it. And until next Sunday, make sure that you hit the thumbs up on your way out if you've not done so. And until then, I will catch you. I will catch you guys on the flip side.